Hospitality of the fine folks here. Ran into Michael Harris, former trainer up at Bethel. I had a chance to talk to him for a few minutes, so it's like just among friends here. But that will all change in about 29 minutes because we're going to kick it off with high school football. Two rivals going at it. Stan has all the updates on those previous games played between the Panthers and your Lions. This is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. Stan, good to be back with you. About an hour down here. It didn't take as long to get down here as I thought. That 4-lane really makes it handy. Coach P. Philip Robertson is our producer-director. Our executive producer and director tonight is Jay Cashin. He'll also be our cameraman. But good to be back with you and good to be back with our Lions. And for a change tonight, we're the heavy underdogs.
TCA, no doubt about it, coming as the underdog in this game. Riverside, the Panthers, ranked number 2 in the state in Division I, Class 2A. They were ranked number 1 all year before Milan jumped the Shark, or as we should say, jumped the Panther, and became the number 1 team. So some folks in Riverside not real happy about that, and they're looking to take it out on the TCA Lions tonight.
Great tradition. Let me tell you, of all the places we visit, year in, year out, this is one of the best settings, if not the best setting, I think, that's a flavor of Southern football at the high school level. They do a great job here. The stadium is set here right behind the middle school, I believe, and then we're looking down on the field, and the parking lot's actually behind us elevated. And Stan, the way they do things here, and they have one of the great traditions when they'll bring the Panthers out later and walk them through the crowd, but it is truly a great setting and ambience down here for football, isn't it?
And if you were just outside to your left out on the deck outside, you'd be about by par 4 getting to the Beach River from here.
Yeah, you would be. And it reminds me a little bit when we used to put on the canopy on the top of Lambeth.
Yeah. Same type of view. Same type of view there.
Same kind of view. I see Larry Vels over there. Larry and Judy and the gang. He wanted to know where we were. We told him we're at the 40-yard line at the right side of the press box. Let's take our first break, and when we come back, Stan will give you the history of these two teams. And it's been a lot of great games here. Some great wins for TCA. And some heartbreaking losses. We'll tell you about that when we come back. This is Worthy Road Studios and Trinity Christian Facebook's presentation of TCA football on a Friday night. Doesn't get any better. Stay with us.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle. And at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They're experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
As we come back, you just saw the commercial. One of our great sponsors, Carlock Nissan. I recently bought a car from them, so get up there and tell them that Diamond Dave sent you. Tonight's game being brought to you by in part by the Blacksmith Restaurant, Carlock Nissan, Foundation Bank, our first down sponsor as well. Aloha Pools, Jones Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Bank of Jackson, Food Right, Waterwell Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, West Tennessee Bank, and McCoy's Heating and Air. It's homecoming here at Riverside, and Stan, one of the really nice floats. I don't know that TCA fans would appreciate this, but they had a boxing ring set up on one of the floats on the back of a truck, and they had the Panther, good-looking Panther, against a good-looking Lion, and of course, being here at Riverside, the Panther had the knockout.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't see it in time, or I could have come off the top of the cage with a Jerry Lawler power fist right on that.
I'm glad you weren't down there because it might be.
I would come up from here like Mick Foley.
You might would have done that. By the way, big hello to Jeff Wardlow, and a lot of folks already tuned in with us. Jeff says keep an eye on Braden Waller. That is his cousin's son on his father's side. He's the real deal, and yes, Jeff, he is. Stan, you've got to look at the history between the Riverside Panthers and our TCA Lions.
Well, TCA and Riverside, they've met 10 times over the course of this series. Riverside leads the overall series by a 6-4 margin. The very first meeting between these two teams is way back in 1993. Riverside won the first 5 games of the series. TCA got their first win in 2012, and then they won 4 straight. The last TCA win was in 2015 by a score of 61-18. And the last Riverside win, which was incidentally the last game in this series, was back in 2016. It was a nail-biter. It was 28-21 Riverside. And these two teams met on this field in 2010. I don't remember the final score, but Riverside won. But TCA fans remember 2010. We were in the same district back then. We went to the state championship game that year.
They certainly did. We certainly did, and the Riverside Panthers were left out looking in. Stan, you look at this game tonight, and for one of the few times this season the Lions are underdogs. You look at Riverside, I mean, you go down, and you sent me the stats. You did the game notes for us, and you go down, and, I mean, they've got weapons galore, receivers, running backs, quarterback. He can do it all. He's passed, and his name is Stone Cole Wallace, the quarterback. He's had 31 rushes for over 300 yards. He's thrown for 1,070 yards, or, 884 yards so far, and he is just the real deal. But you look at this team, they bring everybody back that played on the team last year that finished state runner-up. They've got the big 22 state runner-up banner on the scoreboard down there. So they are really a talented football team, and we'll really have to play well tonight.
No question about it. TCA is going to have to be at the very top of their game. If we're wanting to win this ball game tonight, Diamond Dave, first of all, no turnovers in the contest. Very few penalties. We cannot have the amount of penalties that TCA seems to be prone to. And This is a Riverside bunch, Diamond, that has only punted 4 times this season, all season long. Diamond, we're going to have to get some stops against this Riverside team, at least 1 or so per half of the contest. Diamond, while we got a chance here, let's take a look at some of the other games from around West Tennessee. Last night, it was Covington knocking off Fairleigh at 42-38. Coincidentally, that was the same score of the TCA Middle School game, a game that you saw on West Tennessee Sports, by a score of 42-38 over Chester County. The Lions winning 7 touchdowns in the second half of that ball game. But other ball games tonight, here's a big ball game in the middle part of the state. Friendship Christian at Middle Tennessee Christian, 2 of the better teams in the east and the middle part of the state. Haywood travels to Maplewood. JCM is at Adamsville. Dyersburg comes to Jackson to take on Northside. Lexington travels to Jackson to take on Southside. Liberty, they're not too far from here. They're taking on Scotts Hill. JCS will be traveling to Rosemark to take on Tipton Rosemark. St. George's is at USJ. Gibson County is at Camden, who Riverside beat last week. Dyer County at Crockett County. O'Brien at Dresden. Diamond, a lot of people think that's going to be a big ball game with some playoff implications for the folks up in your neck of the woods around McKenzie in the Dresden area.
Yeah, Dresden's really a talented team, and O'Brien's had the surprise, maybe the surprise of the entire West Tennessee area with their record thus far.
Hardin Academy is at FACS tonight. Halls is at Fayette Academy. Union City is at Greenfield. McKenzie is at Brewston. No problem for the folks at McKenzie tonight. Humboldt, Lake County wins that easily. Bolivar and McNary. Bolivar's going to win that one. MASE is at Peabody. MASE knocked off Peabody in the playoffs last year, and they're playing them again at Peabody. Westview at Ripley, Gleason at South Fulton, Chester County at South Gibson, and Diamond. I know a game that you probably want to talk about a little bit. You've heard a lot about that this week. The Dog and Pony Show, Huntington at Milan.
Yeah, I live in Jackson still, but work in McKenzie at Bethel every day, or most days. Seems like every day. But anyway, the bottom line is there's been a lot of scuttlebutt about that. A lot of folks are, some people picking Huntington, some picking Milan. Both have been institutions. That's at Huntington, so I'm going to give the Mustangs a slight edge tonight. But that is the premier game in West Tennessee, and one of the premier games, I think, across the entire state.
It certainly is. It's got a long history to it, and always a sold-out crowd, and they expect another one tonight in the revamped Johnny Hale Stadium in Milan, Tennessee, Dave.
Haven't been over there for a while, but Huntington, I'm always impressed with their media guide. Their media guide is thicker than most college media guides.
And they've redone things over there. Visitors have their own press box now.
Yeah, they sure do. So Stevie Ray will have his own place to bark at tonight.
It is a nice facility. Well, actually, that game is at that game's at Milan.
Oh, it's at Milan. I thought it was in Huntington. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
Well, let's take another break. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, I had a chance to talk to Coach Bowling before the game, but Stan had a chance to talk to him in depth about what he expects out of this game tonight. His Lions, our Lions, versus the kids here from Riverside, the Panthers. And we'll hear from Coach Bowling when we come back after this 2-minute message on the countdown to kickoff. Stay with us, everybody.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be the
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. Coach, an easy victory against Manassas last week. We got some work in. A lot of the youngsters got to play, but as the late, great Dusty Rhodes used to say, business is about to pick up. We're traveling to Riverside, and it's their homecoming, and they're not in a happy mood.
Yeah, it's definitely tale of two tales this week. I mean, we got two different teams here from last week to this week. Last week was kind of a makeup game for the one we missed out with Grace Franklin, and real glad we could find that, because these seniors deserve to have a 10-game season, and they worked hard and everything else. So I'm glad that Manassas had an open date the same time we did, and we could get that arranged. But now, like you say, it's different ball game. Coming into Riverside for their homecoming, ranked number 2 in the state. They were number 1 until this week, and so probably gonna hold a little grudge against that as well. Try to prove something, but we've had a great week of practice. So I mean, I think we're ready.
Looking at this Riverside Ball Club, of course, their lead running back, Desmond Thomas, has been hurt the last couple of weeks. Rumors I'm hearing is he's been playing some defensively, but they may hold him out again offensively. But, we wait to see. You look at some of their other players, quarterback, 300 yards rushing, and pretty much it's been a run by committee for this team this year outside of Thomas.
Yeah, they spread it around. They have a lot of people that touch the football, running the ball and receiving, and a lot of people scoring touchdowns. They got 8 or 9 guys that have scored touchdowns, and some way more than others. But anytime you touch pay dirt, there's still something there for you. You gotta watch out for. But they're a physical football team on offense, and that's why they have so many running backs, just a stable of them in there. But Thomas is, of course, their guy when he's in the game and ready to go, and so we have to watch out if he's in the game for sure. But it doesn't matter. You still got to play it the same way, whether he's in or whether he's out. It's going to be smash mouth, powers, counters, traps, pin and pull, stuff like that, and that's just hey, it's fun games. It's good stuff, and when the competition is great and the competitors have to step it up, and so we're hopefully our guys are ready for that challenge.
Coach, in years past, you could always count on 3 things. The sun's going to come in the morning, the sun's going to go out in the evening, Riverside's going to run the football. But this is a Riverside ball club with Wallace at quarterback. They've been spreading the ball around a little bit, and they got a few receivers this year that can catch the ball and tote the note. So it's not as much a one-dimensional ball club as we've seen in years past.
Yeah, they spread you out. They run a spread offense, but they spread you out to run it, is what they want to do. But, of course, if you put enough people in the box, they're going to take advantage of that as well in the passing game. And, what they want to do, what their bread and butter is what they identify as, I would say, as a running team and a power type running team. But they do it out of the gun, and so there's always that risk of them throwing it. Like you say, you can't go to sleep out there in the defensive secondary. You can't get too many in the box. You can't try to get downhill too fast. And in your alleys and stuff, and so they run a little bit RPO stuff as well, and checking those guys if they're coming downhill too fast, they throw in behind them, and so good offense. They got good players and a good offense and good defense as well, and so they're a solid football team.
Coach, team's a little bit healthier this week, I'm understanding.
Yeah, Nick is back. Last week we just didn't want to take any chances with him after he tweaked it at practice one day. And when you mess with knees, you just don't want to take any chances on that kind of stuff until they strengthen back up a little bit. And but he's back with us, and just had a good week of practice this week, good physical week, and he's done a good job getting back in there. And so I feel like he's ready to go. We may limit him a little bit tonight just to make sure that he feels comfortable out there, but at the same time, I think he's ready.
Coach, what's it going to take to beat a team like Riverside? Like I said, state championship game last year, virtually the whole team back this year, and a very hungry group.
You got to play that caliber of football. When you're, I tell the guys all the time, if you're a 6-foot high jumper and the bar's on 4 feet, you still jump 6 feet. You don't jump down to the bar. And this week we're playing a team that's definitely 6-foot jumpers, maybe 6'2", 6'3", and so we're going to have to raise the bar a little bit, in a game like this, and that means cut down mistakes, penalties, stuff like that, no turnovers, and play physical. We're going to have to get in there and play some physical defense with them.
Coach, it's homecoming at Riverside. Let's go steal their dates.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
And that's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show on the BallGame Blitz. We're back after this.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
It is one of the great traditions, all of West Tennessee high school sports. Hi, everybody. Dave McCulley along with Stan Gerard. The Panthers come in down to my right, and they walk in front of their crowd. And again, whether you be a Panther fan or not, they always say it's time, it's time, it's time. And Stan, it's time. And it is truly one of the great traditions, I think, if not the best in all of West Tennessee.
Well, as you pan your left a little bit, you're going to see every. Well, if you wanted to go rob Decatur County right now, probably be the time. I think every sheriff's deputy in town is in the house for this ball game here, but they've got the lights flashing, everything's going, but it is a great tradition. That's the one of the great things about small town high school football is the traditions that you get that you don't necessarily always get in a lot of the bigger towns.
No doubt about it. Stan, we've heard from Coach Bowling. Great interview, by the way. Your thoughts tonight, about 7 minutes before we kick it off here on homecoming, trying to still the Panther glory a little bit. Well, what are the keys for a TCA upset tonight over the second-ranked team in the state of Tennessee?
Well, Diamond Dave, I'll be real honest with you. If TCA is going to win this game, we're not going to win it in a 6-3 defensive struggle. Not going to happen. My opinion, it's going to have to be a high-scoring, up and down the field affair, just like the middle school game was last night. Last team with the ball basically wins the ball game. That's the type of game that I think that TCA can win against Riverside.
Riverside, one of their superstars. You heard Coach Bowling talking about it. Desmond Thomas, hurt in the Gibson County game. Here's a kid, Stan, that came in with 6 touchdowns, 345 yards, one of the great players in the state. And we're not sure about his status tonight, but they've got a great quarterback, Stone Wallace. He has thrown for, on the year, 784 yards. I mean, the guy's run, he's got 15 touchdowns in the year. You look at 10 touchdowns there, I should say, 1,564 yards, I should say. And Stan, he's rushed for a bunch of touchdowns as well. This kid's the real deal. But then you look at others, they've got several wide receivers, and we'll talk about them during the play-by-play, and several running backs. They probably have as many weapons offensively as any team will face all year.
Well, I go back to Desmond Thomas again. Desmond Thomas only had 4 carries in the Gibson County game. That's where he got hurt. But he has played defensively for them against Gibson County. He did play defensively against Camden as well. So it's not like he's not available. They've just been limiting him on the offensive side of the ball because Riverside is very deep on the offensive end of things.
Let's get Wallace's numbers right, Diamond. Dave, 784 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, 156 per game, 31 rushes, 305 yards, 5 touchdowns there. And then you look at Thomas. I mean, here's a guy that's run 345 yards, 6 touchdowns. The captain's meeting, as you watch your screen, you'll see them come up here on the screen. It will be their quarterback, Wallace. Also will be number 6, Parker Wilkes. Meanwhile, he's joined out there by number 56. That is Jeb Graves. and it is also number 55, Ty Hernandez, an offensive and defensive lineman. Your captains for the Lions tonight, they're wearing the all-white, as you can see. We'll spot all those numbers for you in a moment. In the background there, you'll see for the Lions, the captains, not going all the way out, will be number 56, that's Halen Wilkerson. Also, number 83, that, ladies and gentlemen, 63, excuse me. That is Nicholas Riddick, Nick Jones, Daniel Cashin,
66.
two of the captains as well. So the captains out there meeting at midfield. Stan, if you're Coach Bowling, if you win the toss, do you put your defense out there first, the early tiers, or do you take the ball and try to get an early score?
I'm going to take that ball and try and ram it right down their throat with a nice long touchdown drive.
You would think, too, we're going to see Lakai Tompkins a lot tonight. Now, we can throw the ball, no doubt about it. TCA coming in tonight averaging 40, yielding 27. But I would think Lakai Tompkins, if we can establish a running game, keep their offense off the field as much as we can, it's to our advantage.
I think that is going to be true. But I still think tonight it's going to be the passing game that wins it for us tonight, Diamond Dave. Just my personal opinion, but we do it with the Air Lions tonight.
Establish the run to throw.
Establish the run to throw because they're very stout defensively, and I think we may have a better option by passing the ball because they're going to bring the house on the run, no question about it. They're a very tough, very physical team, but we might be able to catch them napping a little bit through the air, stuff in the flat, some slants across the middle, and whatnot.
Two guys that know their football. Johnny Frost, 8th year, 70-27. Coach Bowling, 32nd year, comes in here tonight with the 242 wins. So they both know their football teams, and they both know football in general.
And what's interesting right now, we got the two teams playing a little cat and mouse, a little chess match to see who comes out on the field first, Diamond Dave.
No doubt about it. This field is in great shape. This is the first of several road games for us, Stan. Be nice to steal one here and then go to Harding Academy with a lot of confidence next week in region play.
This is the big game. This is the game. It doesn't do anything for you for the region tournament. This is the game that gets you ready for the playoffs, for a deep run. This is the game that gets you ready for Middle Tennessee Christian. This is the game that gets you ready for Nashville Christian and for Friendship Christian. That's the type of opponent Riverside is. That's the quality that Riverside brings to the table. This is a playoff game for us this week.
And I think, Stan, you hit it on the head coming down here. They have the big horns behind us here and around us. And we, again, appreciate the hospitality. It's been some of the best road hospitality we've had in years. But, Stan, even if you don't win tonight, and obviously you want to win, if you play well here tonight, you establish a lot of confidence in the remainder of the season as well, don't you?
You do establish a lot of confidence, and that's the one thing I've talked to several dads, several members of this team. This team's up. This team's ready to go.
Well, Coach Bowling said they have a great week of practice. He told you that a moment ago.
They want to prove themselves against a quality opponent, and it does not get any better than the Riverside Panthers, an old foe from TCA back in the day. And we're getting ready to go around with them one more time.
TCA Facebook, Worthy Road Studios. Also, the BallGame Blitz tonight. We have already Chris Tippett tuned in, Larry Vales, Matthew Coble, Patrick Bunch. Patrick's happy about those Braves. And Rod Parker. They're all tuned in, and many, many of you ready to sit in with us as well. Well, the Lions will kick it off here. And to kick it away will be he's had a good year, Joshua Delk.
Yeah, Delk doing the kicking for TCA, the punting and the kickoffs for the Lions this year. We've handed off the field goal duties to others, but great job on the kickoffs. Puts them in the corners too, which I don't want to give them a big field to run with. I want to use that sideline as another player.
They're a very dangerous guy back there. In the middle is Parker Wilkes. He's rushed for 217 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he is really a fleet-footed young man. So Delk to kick it away. And we're underway here at Riverside. And it's going to be Wilkes gathering it in at about the 10-yard line. He's at the 15 to the 20. You watch him go right up the middle. And the Lions finally get him a good return of about, he's up to the 37. So stand about a 27-yard return to open up the game.
27-yard return, good field position for Riverside to start this drive. Riverside, a team that's going to be a little more open in their offense than they have been in years past. Remember, past years, they've been what you would call the old shoebox offense. But they will, their linemen still get a little tight in there, but they will loosen the formations up and push the ball around the field a little bit. And the PA guy is certainly enthusiastic, isn't he?
They have one of the more vocal crowds here that you'll see all year and hear all year as well. The great quarterback, Stone Wallace, in the gun with her back to his left. You see two wideouts, top of your screen. One receiver right below us here. We're right at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Wallace wants to throw, and he's going for the bomb, and it's out there incomplete. And great coverage downfield by Caleb Williams.
Diamond, you look at that. Look at this replay here. The quarterback threw the ball in the only place here. That was just a pinpoint throw, just slightly overthrown, or that would have been a big, big-time reception. Well-thrown football.
Yep. You see anchoring that line, the three-down lineman. Kobe Moore on the right side there, top of your screen, near the top of the screen. Second leading tackler, Hammer and Hank. Talked to Hank before the game. He's your middle linebacker there. Second down and 10. Well, the Panthers went for the bomb, didn't connect. Now they put Wilkes in motion, far side left. Wallace on the quarterback keeper, design call, and scoots across the 40. Now a flag comes in at the 42. Several Lions in on the stop. Nate Pagagua was there. Also was Kobe Moore. And the big guy anchoring that front and doing quite a good job was Kendall Boyle.
Holding against Riverside, so naturally you're going to take that penalty and push him back 10.
Yep.
He'll get credit for 1 yard on the play as the spot of the foul was at the 40.
They'll move the ball back to the 30. It will remain second down, and now it's second down at about almost 22 yards. Second and 19, actually. 11:35 here at the Larry Barrett Field in Riverside. River not far away from us. Old man River. Here's Wallace in the gun. Hands off, running back, Wilkes. Wilkes hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces off, but then bomb right there. Maybe picked up a yard to the 31 or 2. Let's give him 2 to the 32. Stan, great job there by Miller and others who made the stop.
You look at this replay here. It's going to be Hammer and Hank Miller with the tackle early. Good shoulder tackle, slid down the ankles, and he went down until help arrived. Nice play. It's going to bring up, third and long.
Joshua Vincent did a really good job there as well. Didn't let him get to his left. Third down and 19. Lions have them where they want them. Don't let them off the hook here. Wallace looks. Wallace wants to throw. He is now going to throw, and it's caught right here at the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 44. Well short. They got the yards back. They lost in about 5 or 6 more, but it's going to bring up 4th and about 6.
10-yard pickup on the play.
Let's make it, excuse me, Stan, 4th and about 4th and 6. They're going to go for it, Stan. Not going to punt it. They've only punted, 3 times all year?
4 times all year.
4 times all year. That's remarkable. And this, ladies and gentlemen, their 6th game of the year. They're 4-1. Well, the Panthers gamble and go for it here. 4th and a long 5. Rolling Wallace. Wallace looking, throwing, incomplete. Should have been caught, to be honest with you, by Bo Brantley, and he just dropped it to wide receiver who has 5 catches, and the Lions defense steps up big. Look at the crowd across the way.
Yeah, look at this replay. We have some decent pursuit. Not bad coverage. Ball's a little high.
Should have been called,
Ball's a little behind. Good coverage. But TCA 1st and 10 at the Riverside 44-yard line.
So Lee Williams-Miller over there. See her right there in the middle, right? She's about the 43 across the way. She's standing up. She loved that. Well, the Lions take over at the 44-yard line of Riverside. A chance here with 10:34 underway here tonight at Riverside. Daniel Cashin will snap that football. Vales in the gun, in the pistol, Tompkins. 3 receivers, far side right. They bring this time Jones. Now he scurries back.
They're basically running a 5-man front, threatening a blitz with their interiors.
We're a man short, and now TCA may have to call a timeout. They do.
Oh, good night.
Timeout. And we'll take one with them. A 30 here. Coach P, our producer and director. It'll remain 1st and 10. 10:34 in the first. Lions have great field position. We'll see what they can do with it right after this on Worthy Road Studios.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
We're back. The Lions with it. Triples far side right, top of the screen. Bales
Options
is
wide
going
open.
hitting Tompkins. Tompkins 40, 35-30, 25-20. Tompkins finally knocked out of bounds near the 15-yard line. The Lions caught him napping and stand. Big play there by Tompkins and a great decision by Bales.
30-yard run for Lakai Tompkins and a first down for a TCA Foundation Bank. First down. Boy, that play was wide open.
Gets down to the 16 to 28-yard run, Stanley. Bales in the pistol again, or Tompkins in the pistol behind him. They give it to Lakai this time. Crunches forward, doesn't get much, maybe to the 15, and that is it. A pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. Rod Parker, we mentioned watching. Stella Vaughn says she's happy about her Cubs. Carol Hall says Nick Jones is her nephew. Peggy Scarlett Curry is watching. That's
hey,
sure
Miss Peggy.
And big hello to her. Meanwhile, David Lee Lytle, and they're all watching tonight around the nation and around the area.
David Lee Lytle says get touchdowns.
That's right, instead of buckets. 2nd down and 9 at the 15. Bales looks, down in the end zone and incomplete. Well, good effort, but Bales couldn't connect. Instead, it brings up 3rd down and 9.
Interesting play here going to the short corner. I thought we might go B-gap on that play off the left side. That looked to be a little bit wide open, but this makes it a tougher call for TCA now, 3rd and 9.
Haven't gone to Waller yet. He's out there to the right. Now he's going to come over here to the left. So they'll flood the far side right with 3. They'll put Waller almost like a tight end here to the left.
They're missing a guy. We got an overload on him.
Tompkins in there to block. Bales rolls. Bales throws. It's caught. Nick Jones stepped in there and caught that football. It looked like that ball was going to be intercepted. Well, what do I know? Bales found coming across the middle Nick Jones. Great pattern, great throw, and he's a little short. It's going to be 4th and about a half a yard to a yard.
Oh, Diamond, he had the first down and then stepped back to get it, but a great play by one Nick Jones there.
I thought he was going deeper with a pass and would have been picked off. But what do I know? Nick Jones stepped in there and ran a great pattern.
We had 3 guys out there. They only had 2 on hard coverage, 1 soft, playing well off the ball in the middle.
4th and a yard. Tompkins in that pistol. Let's see what the Lion brain trust across the way rings up here.
Tried to draw him off there with a card count.
9:21 left in the first, no score. The Lions took it at the 44 of Riverside after holding. Tompkins crashes forward, gets the first down. He's inside the 5. He's down to the 3-yard line.
Down to about the 4 or the 3, pickup of
about 3.
Yeah, about 3 on the play and a first down for TCA.
I like the call, Stanley. Here's the replay.
First down at Foundation Bank. First down. Look, he lowered his head and drove through 2 tacklers. Now let's bring the ball outside here to the left edge.
1st and goal at the 3. Tompkins this time off tackle, crashes forward. I don't think he got in. He's down to the 1.
Pickup of 2.
Blocks that time of that offensive line. They've done a great job here. Left and right. And the Lions knocking on the door with under 9, 8:40 left in the first. No score here at Riverside. The number 2 ranked team right now back on their heels a little bit with Bales in the gun, Tompkins in the pistol. Here's the handoff. Tompkins again.
Easy.
He walked in untouched. My goodness. 44-yard drive, and the Lions lead the game 6-0 to 10.
How about that? Lakai Tompkins, 37 yards in the drive. TCA Diamond Dave, I don't want to get confident. We made it look pretty easy there. Great job of blocking by our front 5, all the interior guys, Cashy and company, doing a great job up the gut.
All set up by that first down play when Tompkins went 28 yards and just sterling run, great blocking.
Player late getting on the field here.
Yep, so it's going to be the PAT attempt by David Willard, who's been sensational. Snap back, ball down, kick up, and it is good. He has not missed by my stat sheet, 15 of 15. The Lions lead at 7-0. Back after this 1-minute message on Worthy Road Studios and a BallGame Blitz.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back. Here's the kick. Wilkes will run into this one at about the 15. He's to the 20. Very dangerous. Lions have to corral him here. He's still open, and then Tompkins just, went right in and blasted him, and other people down low got him at the 32 this time, a 17-yard return. Getting up down there last for the Lions is Cole Crash Craddock, one of the guys that got him.
TCA's kickoff team did a good job of pinching him in and keeping him in the middle. You saw he was trying to get to the outside, to the left on that play, but the TCA defense did a good job, pinched him in, and didn't give him any room to run. Now they've got the ball at the 33.
Panthers had it first time at the 37 after a good return. They moved it to the 44, and then it went awry on a fourth down pass. And now they've got it at their 32. 32-yard line. Let's make it 33 if you're keeping score at home, like Freddie Garrett. Play fake. Wallace rolling, throwing, man wide open. 45 midfield. Lions have to corral him and finally get him down to the 43-yard line. That pass caught that time by Matthew Wyatt, the junior wide receiver, and he was wide open, Stan.
2 receptions, 35 yards already. Boy, that was a Mahomes-type throw there.
Sure
Threw
was.
his sidearm there against his grain.
He's got the full package, no doubt about it. We're under 8 minutes. Lions lead the game 7-0, but for the first time tonight, Riverside, we're very early, they're in TCA territory. They have it at the 42. 1st and 10. Wallace, play fake again. Now they go out here in the flat, little bubble screen, 35-yard line, 30. And on his feet to the 30. That's going to be caught by Aiden Creasy, the tight end. That's his 9th catch of the year.
Creasy's
and it's going to be at the 30 stand, 31.
Creasy's going to pick up 10 and another first down for Riverside.
32-yard line. Well, the Lions lead the game 7-0 early, but the Riverside Panthers, they're number 2 in the state, folks. They're very tough. See at the top of your screen, 3 wideouts out there. Wallace going to keep it, and the Lions have him corralled. There's Miller running in on him. Now he's going to throw it downfield. That ball almost intercepted. Great play there. Boy, Wallace was very fortunate there. That thing wasn't intercepted.
I want you to see on this replay here, I want you to notice the defensive back for TCA, what he did. Look at the great pressure there. We jumped up to get in his face. Now look at the great play here. He didn't try and get the interception. He knocked the ball down. There was another Riverside player in the area. If he tips that ball up, that's 6 for Riverside. Perfect technique, knocking that ball down.
Illegal receiver downfield on top of that stand. I tell you what set that up too was Vincent and Miller putting pressure on him.
We've been told they've tried to devise some special schemes against Hammer and Hank, and we discovered them.
Yep. You forget sometimes that Miller
is
only a sophomore.
You like to say that?
I do.
Sophomore.
1st and 15. The ball moved back to the 37. Put a man in motion. And they give it to him on the jet sweep, cutting it back inside, but the door is closed, ladies and gentlemen. Running that ball was Caleb Mays, and the Lions get him. And watch the replay here, Stan. Great defense by TCA. Watch this.
Did a good job. You see we rotated over. Proper rotation by the linebackers. Did a good job. Took the outside away and had the inside cut off. No gain on the play.
2nd and 15. The ball at the 36, almost the 37. 6.5 left in the first. TCA with an early lead, 7-0.
Can the band play while the game's going on?
They're not supposed to. I think they'll stop here. Let's see if they stop. Here's Wallace in the gun. They haven't stopped yet. Move the tight end to the right. Now they cut it off. Wallace to the running back, new running back in there. Jukes inside, now Jukes back outside and knocked down at about the 25-yard line.
Pickup of what?
That carrying at that time, Stan, was Desmond Thomas, their superstar.
Yep, Thomas in the game going to get a 6-yard pickup on that play. And, well, they've decided that they need to get Mr. Thomas in this game apparently because they're feeling a little threatened. And remember, this was the guy last year. Wasn't a whole lot during the regular season, but he went buck wild in the playoffs.
He sure did. Six touchdowns already, averaging 7 yards per carry. 5:30 left here. And he's to the right. of Wallace on a big play. This is 2-down territory, I would think, for them. The Lions threatened the blitz, and they may have come across too soon. Wait and see. TCA was threatening right up the gut to rush. And let's see, either they drew them offside, Riverside did, or somebody moved. It's well, that little stunt move caused Riverside to commit a penalty. Not like Riverside tonight, Stan, with these penalties, is it?
Pushing back, way back. Next thing you know, we're going to break out that, hold that line, don't let them go.
Look at the scoreboard and look who's behind. Yeah, here's Thomas. What was that? Watermelon Ryan? That's an old one there. That dates my age. 7-0. The Lions lead the game. Now it's 3rd and 8. And now timeout, TCA. We'll take one with Coach Bowling. He stepped out and told the official over there, we need a TO, baby. Timeout, 5:07. Lions lead the game 7-0, just a 30 this time. Let's see what the Lions can ring up defensively. Leading the game early here at Riverside on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and TCA Facebook.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Well, Diamond Dave, the dog and pony show is off to a start. Huntington leads Milan 7-0.
John Lewis Coffee is watching. Doodle Butler, faithful listener and watcher up in McKenzie. Huntington leading Milan 7-0, you tell me?
That is correct, sir.
That's a big one there in Carroll County. 7-zip, 5:07 here, and a surprise early. TCA leads the game over this number 2 ranked team in the state. They give it to Thomas again. Thomas looking for something outside. He's going to find it. He's going to find a first down too, folks. Pretty talented. He just waited very patiently, Stan. Sometimes patience is a virtue that many of us don't have, but he had it at that time. And look at this, Stan. Just watch. Watch him just wait, and then he finds the open gap.
Well, that's a great running back that waits on his blocks to set up there and first down for Riverside. How many you get on that, Dave?
He, let's see, he was at the, it was 3rd and 3. Let's see, it was 8. He picked up about 10 yards, 12 yards, Stan.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Gets down inside the 20. They mark it about the 6 to make it the 13. More than that. He got about more than that. He got about 20 yards. Here's the play fake. Wallace is going to keep it. He's got a big hole. He may score. He's down near the goal line. It was 1st and 10 to 13. It's a 12-yard pickup. It's going to be 1st and goal with the Panthers, and Wallace showing his versatility here.
Wallace, 2 carries, 13 yards.
The Lions went with the flow of Thomas on the play fake. You see that?
Boy, I'd like to see that. I thought I could see a hole on there, but we're not going to get the call.
Well, knocking on the door now, Riverside a chance to tie the game. Wallace has Thomas with him there to his right. That big number 71, that's a big kid right there. Miles Piercy, we don't have their weights, but man, he's a huge guy. Put a man in motion, they set him down there at the tight end.
They're lining up for pass blocking.
That's Creasy. They give it to Thomas. Touchdown. He goes in standing up. So Thomas scores from 1 yard out.
Watch this play here.
Game.
You see the left tackle and the left end in a 2-point stance. That Keys 55 pulled through the hole there. Watch that on another key. If he's up in a stance like that with his footwork altered with the left foot back, indicates a pull to that side of the field.
Well, it is now 7-6, a chance to tie the game. And this will be Cole Yarbrough to attempt to tie it. The holder will be Parker Wilkes. That was a 67-yard drive. Snap back, the ball is down. The kick is up here at Riverside, and it is no good. He missed it.
Well,
off to the right, and the Lions lead the game 7-6, 3:54, a quick 30. We're back with the Lions back now for their second possession here on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not, shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Right here in Riverside, it is TCA 7, Riverside 6 after they marched down the field, missed the extra point. TCA with the lead. Diamond Huntington's put up 2 scores on the Purple Puppies.
All right, 14-0 Mustangs. You can almost smell the river here tonight on this Friday night. Beautiful evening. You see the moon right above us here. 7-6, I should say, after the PAT was missed. By the way, Stan, we have Stella Vaughn is still with us. Chip Thomas has now joined us. Clay Williams. A lot of folks, as we mentioned, try to get as many names in as we can. Well, the Lions will have it and made it look fairly easy on a 44-yard drive earlier. So both teams have a 1-yard touchdown. Tompkins, they give the score that we just gave. Maybe you're listening to us, Stan.
I would if I was them.
So Yarborough, who missed the PAT, will put up here. Waller will stand back inside his 5. He is as good as it gets, folks.
Now watch this.
Jeff Wardlow knows that.
Got to be a little careful here, Diamond. Don't be surprised if they don't try a little trickery here, Diamond. A little onside kick maybe.
We'll wait and see. And here's the kick. And it's a short kick. They're going to keep it away from Waller and calling for the fair catch at the 29-yard line. And that caught that time by Zane Atwood, the junior.
Zane Atwood, the smart play, give TCA good field position to start this drive at about the 30. That's just good heads-up play by TCA instead of taking a risk, hoping for the reward a little bit later on down the line.
Well, Waller's reputation precedes his presence, doesn't it?
That's why what you do is you try and move him around the field.
It's like when you and I came in tonight. One guy knew me, and one guy knew you, and we parked right behind the stadium.
We got escorted.
I'm telling you, it was remarkable. We were sort of strutting our chest out a little bit.
Princes and kings all.
Now, Philip and Jay didn't have that kind of welcome. I waited outside on the deck for them and tell them where they could park. Tompkins in the pistol again. And a little bit of a mess up or snafu on the handoff. Bales gave it to him and sort of took it away a little late.
I think that was supposed to be an option play.
Or was it?
To Nick Jones, and Lakai didn't want to let go of the football.
No, he did not. Well, no gain. 2nd down and 10, the ball at the 29.
You can see just that little bit of tug there.
Daniel Cash in the center. He's had a really good year, as well as all these offensive linemen. Here's the option. They give it to Tompkins, cut down.
Nice defensive play.
Great play, a loss of 3. Boy, they smelled that coming, didn't they, Stan?
TCA running that to the short side of the field. And great job by this defensive end. Untouched, I might add. Did a good job, covered the quarterback, went out and made the play. Great open field tackle.
All right, now let's see if the coaching staff to our left out on the deck saw the same thing I did. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. All 3 had single coverage. Let's see if they throw it up in the air this time and try to get someone open over there.
They've got 4 in the zone now. They're a little confused.
Yep. 3rd down and 13. Bales drops. Here's a little screen pass. Tompkins with it. Tompkins, far side right, turns the corner. 30, 35. He's near the first down. He's got the first down to the 42-yard line.
13-yard pickup for Lakai.
Love
Tompkins.
The call, Stan. What a call.
Oh, great call. And look at the wall setup over here on the end. Great job setting up the block there. When your wide receivers are blocking like that, you're doing things right. First down, Lions.
What I like, too, is Tompkins knew exactly where that chain was, didn't he?
Granny's watching from Missouri, the Charles and Rose Haynes.
All right. Hand off again, a little bit again of a snafu between Bales and Tompkins. I'm not sure what's happening there, but that's a loss of almost a yard. No gain. 2nd down and 10, let's call it. Riverside getting in a reserve. They bring in Aiden Creasy, the offense outside linebacker.
Lakai's taking those balls, and Vales is wanting to pull them out.
2nd and 11, a loss of a yard. I was right the first time. Under 2 minutes. Vales drops back, looks, throws. He's going to go to Waller. Waller's going to be tripped up.
Flag.
And no flag.
Yeah, flag on the play.
It is a flag,
35.
yes. I was going to say that's got to be a flag.
Watch it here on the top of your screen.
Waller's tripped up, no doubt about that.
They're playing press coverage. Oh, it was a bump and grind from the moment he left the line of scrimmage.
It was so blatant. Even the Riverside crowd, who really gets into the game,
they didn't say much.
They didn't even squawk about it much.
And that will be another first down for TCA Foundation Bank. First down.
Absolutely. Appreciate the fine folks there and all the other sponsors. We'll mention them. Big thank you to, we didn't mention tonight, Paul Schultze, the executive producer, director, and owner of Worthy Road Studios, the ball game blitz. The ball's at 49, 1st and 10. Tompkins hit in the backfield, trying to break free, and it's going to be a hole on TCA. He runs out to the right stand, and it's going to be a hole here. We'll see if we can spot it.
Well, he tried to get to the outside and get something here. We pull a man down there, made a good block, but he blocked him in. He blocked that. We made a trap play, but we blocked him to the outside. That caused Lakai to have to go a little bit deeper on his route to get around, but was negated by a hold against the Lions.
So at the 49, they'll mark it off. A minute 44. It's a 7-6 TCA lead here late in the first stanza. With you next week, 6:30 air time, 7 from Harding. We go, instead of to the east and south, we go to the south and west.
I was there this past February and March when TCA knocked off USJ for a region basketball championship.
What, I have a Bethel game that night? I did, yes.
Yes, you did.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh,
then
that
I was with you
night.
I was with you the next game, wasn't I? Yeah.
Yep.
When we got beat. Yep. Well, it's 1st and 11. So you brought them good luck. I brought them bad luck. Vales throws over the middle. Waller!
Go,
35,
baby!
40, 35. The kid is special, and what a bullet thrown by Vales. Watch this replay. I mean, a dart. Watch this dart here, Stan. Look at this.
38 yards on the pickup.
Look at
dropping
that spiral.
dimes.
Look at that spiral. My goodness.
Dropping dimes on the nice slant into the middle. First down, Lions. A Foundation Bank first down.
This one's for you, Jeff Wardlow, who tuned in with us earlier tonight.
Well,
doubles each side.
Didn't
Tompkins
I say we
in
can
the pistol.
throw on them?
Yep. Well, Coach Bowling thought they could. Here's the play fake. They go underneath here now. Caught this time, making the guy miss 30. And catching that ball is Zane Atwood. Nice play. You know what's happened with Waller's dominance at times? It's left other people and opened the door for other receivers, and Stan made TCA pretty versatile offensively.
It is. And I had a great view. A slant in was wide open on that play.
A minute
wide
14.
Open.
The clock is arrested, as John Ward used to say.
You know, Diamond, I will say this.
3rd and 5.
That was actually a 4-yard
I'll make it
pickup.
2nd and 6, excuse me, I'm sorry.
I miss the TCA ball marker on the other side of the field, which is lit up. The one here at Riverside is not.
Yep, no, I love that. 2nd down and 6. Vales in the pocket, protection on the fly pattern.
Open!
Downfield, drop. Good play defensively. Waller had his hands on it. You don't see him drop many.
Let's
but
look
that's
at it
because
right
the guy got his hand in there. Good defense. Let's give that kid credit, Stan.
Let's look at the play here. Thrown ball here. Had the inside up. And as he pulled it in, the guy got his arm into it a little bit.
Nothing against Braden that time. That's just good defense.
That's still one, though, he's going to say should have been caught.
Yep.
At the next level, Diamond, that has to be caught.
3rd down and 6. Here's Vales running it over to Tompkins. Tompkins bobbles. Tompkins runs. 25-20, 15-10. Tompkins inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal, Lions. And what a great decision again by Vales. Here's the replay, Stan. Look at this.
Yeah, look, the line of scrimmage is going to be the 32. He's going to get down to about the 5. Boy, a good job pitched out and clear split. And again, look at your wide receivers blocking downfield, adding another 7 or 8 yards to that play.
I hope it lasts. It may not, but Riverside has been vulnerable thus far to the outside.
27 yards on the pickup, our 1st down, Foundation Bank.
7-yard line, this time not much. Tompkins carries it. May have got to the 5. I don't know if he got there or not. And Riverside's got a couple of linemen getting up really, really slow. Big number 71 is up. But we've got another lineman down, Michael Harris. Great trainer, will run out with his staff. And that's a pickup. Stan, I don't know, did he get anything? Maybe a yard?
I don't think he's got as good a spot as we thought off of that last run.
Big guy coming out, he's okay. Big guy coming out is Ty Hernandez, the big defensive lineman. Yep.
That's a large man.
He is, and that's replaced by another large guy, Aiden Morgan. 2nd and goal at the 7, no gain.
So, Diamond, you've got a new lineman in there on the defensive left side. Why not attack that a little bit on 2nd down?
38 seconds left in the 1st. TCA leads the game 7-6, knocking on the door. Here's the pitch back to Tompkins this time. Tompkins 5, Tompkins 4,
Short.
Tompkins 3, Tompkins 2. Did he get in? No.
Running the option to the short side of the field here, as you can see.
Gets pretty close.
Defended fairly well by Riverside there.
Down about the 2.
No, about the 1 should be.
3rd and goal from the 1.
10 carries, 64 yards for LT.
Came in tonight with 552. And he's been special. Tompkins again this time, I'm not sure. I don't think he got in. He did not.
Inside a yard.
That may be the last play of the quarter, and it will be, and that will allow Coach Bowling to talk about it with his staff. We're going to go to the end of one. TCA's going to be knocking on the door when we come back. We'll move everything down to our right. It's 7-6 Lions, and it's going to be 4th and goal from the Riverside 1 when we come back after this 60-second message on the BallGame Blitz.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They're experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275. Diamond Dave, Waterwell Solutions, along with the fine folks at Tennessee Tractor, the curators of the beautiful grass field at Trinity Christian Academy. Special thanks to Justin Miller and the fine folks at Waterwell Solutions and Tennessee Tractor for their great work giving TCA the best field in West Tennessee.
I like that, curators. I like that term, Stan. You hit pay dirt. Well, Lions have 3 receivers far side left. Bales is going to throw the ball. It's going to be caught, and I'm not sure. Did he get in?
Yes!
Touchdown! Who caught it, Stan?
That's
Waller?
Waller.
Yeah, great throw by Bales. Boy, he's been accurate tonight and throwing darts. Look at this throw.
It's a tough angle. Great
My
play.
Goodness, got that foot in, yes.
And he leaned in and just got that ball across. Official, unlike what we saw at Fayette Academy, the official right there on top of the play to see it. That was good officiating, good positioning by that official.
71-yard drive by the Lions. They lead the game 13-6. Snap back. Here's Willard's kick. He hadn't missed all year, 16 of 16. 14-6 Lions, and this crowd is stunned at the moment. We'll be back after this short 30 with the Lions kicking the ball off to the Panthers here in Riverside. Stay with us, everybody.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Aria.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
Stella Vaughn says, whoop, whoop. Mae Webb is tuned in. Meanwhile, Wayne and Peggy Parker, Jennifer and Todd Ray, Billy Malden, Charles and Rose Haynes, Bill and Chris Hebner,
the coach,
Clay Williams. They're all tuned in. And right now, Stan, loving what they're seeing and watching here on Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz.
Athletic Director Dexter Williams watching. Your son made a great block on one of those nice plays earlier.
He can do more than play basketball, can he?
Yes, he can.
Well, this crowd a little stunned. And, Stan, I think it's really important, not only for TCA's psyche, but you're sort of putting a little seed in the minds of this Riverside bunch who's not used to this. Here's Wilkes on the gallop, 20, 25. Lions have him hemmed in pretty well. He gets to the 35. And Hammer and Hank and Tompkins down there along with some help from Reed Williamson.
Now look at this. Everybody stays in their lanes. They stay on the outside there, where there's Wall on the outside. Until he committed the inside, we stayed in our lanes and pinched again. There's an illegal block in the back on Riverside against Lakai. Should be moving that ball back 10 yards.
You know, Stan, one thing I've noticed, too, in our broadcast this year, we're seeing more and more role players make big plays, special teams and offense and defense.
Absolutely.
35-yard line, 1st and 10, Panthers. They scored the last time they got their paws on it. TCA scored both times they've had it. 11:46, Wilkes in motion. They give it to Thomas. bounces off a couple of guys, and then the Lions gang tackle him. Maybe he got a yard or two to the 37. That's it. You'll take that and hold him at 2 every time.
Yeah, they were trying to go up the B gap here off the right side. We did a good job. Kind of plugged the hole a little bit. He tried to slide out. We did a good job from the outside, filling it again. Then he tries to slide out even more, and we got the play for a short gain. 33 did a great job forcing that play inside.
And Nate Pagagua, one of the guys on the tackle, his sister and brother, great players in years past at TCA.
He's got a legacy to work against.
Sure does. 2nd and 8 from the 37. Wallace looks, wants to throw, incomplete. And the official almost pulled the flag. He almost pulled the flag.
Yeah.
Watch him here on the replay.
Let's see.
He almost pulls the flag and then did not.
Fans
Great
are not
play.
amused.
Great play, Stan. Watch this defense. Now
That's good defense.
Look at the official. He reached for the flag and then didn't pull it out.
Both their arms went up.
Who made that play, Stanley?
Both of their arms went up to swat that
ball
ball
down. Was that Nick
down.
Jones that made that play? Who was it?
May have been the G-man.
All right. General Lee. 3rd down and 8 from the 37. You want to have them in these 3rd down longs. Here's Wallace keeping it to the 40. Stop. They may be punting to the 41. They may be punting for only the 5th time all year. Let's see if they do.
Pickup of 2 on the play for
4th and a good
Wallace.
5, almost 6. Wallace comes over. They're going to send out the punting unit for only the 5th time this year.
Wow.
That's remarkable in itself. Waller, the very dangerous young man.
And you know who the team that generated most of the punts? The biggest school in the state, Collierville, when they came here to open up the season.
Yeah. Waller will stand back at about his 25. The punter to get away from about his 30. Snap back. Here's the kick by Yarborough.
Knuckleball, get away from
Knuckleballer and just let it go, Braden, and it goes out of bounds across the way at about the 29-yard line. Well, the Lions will have it. They've scored twice. They scored a 44-yard drive. Then they had a 71-yard drive. And, Stan, this would be a 71-yard drive if they can go down and score. You talk about they could go down and score here.
Oh.
Man, it would actually be 73. The ball's at the 27. But you talk about quieting this crowd. Boy, this would put a damper on homecoming early. With a long way to go, even in the second quarter.
I don't even want to think it yet.
Yep. The Lions have, I wouldn't use the word exploited, but they have had these ends to their advantage on the option by Vales and Tompkins and others. Ball's at the 27, 1st and 10.
Don't be surprised, though, if they don't make adjustment at halftime and take that away. But what that might do is free up the gut a little bit.
And free up some passing even more. Vales runs it, and he'll pitch it this time. And Waller, I don't know how he caught the ball. He caught it.
Look at this play.
My goodness, that's a loss of about a yard. That's great play defensively.
We're running to the short side of the field, which I don't get. Vales should have took this. He did a good job there pulling it out. He should have maybe, Vales took a little pop there.
We're lucky that ball didn't get knocked out of there.
Vales in that play, smarter play, would be eat that ball, cut it to the inside, and get what you can get.
That would have been a lateral, and Stan, that would have been a free ball, wouldn't it?
Yep.
2nd down, 11, a loss of a yard. Back at the 26, 9:30 in the clock running here at Riverside. Great to have you aboard tonight, watching all over the nation and world. What's Vales going to ring up this time? He's going to run out of there. It's going to be holding on TCA. 34-yard line. He'll be tackled there. But that's going to come from the white hat in the back. And, Stan, that's going to be holding every time.
Well, Diamond, remember we got a big play after a hold the last time.
Yeah, this is going to really hurt us, though. That was about a 5-yard gain. It would have been 3rd and 6. That's going to move us all the way back. It's going to go back to 2nd down. But that's going to move us all the way back to – he's walking to the river. Inside the 20, back to the 17-yard line. Great work tonight by Coach P, our producer director. Tells me the golf world is going well. And then meanwhile, great job by our cameraman and executive producer director tonight, Jay Cashin. He's getting double duty tonight. 2nd and 21, the ball back to the 16. Ryder Cup's coming up pretty soon.
Now, Diamond, look at this. Their defense, they got 2 on, and they're playing soft cover. A free safety, soft coverage way inside. We're overloaded on them.
Vales drops. Vales throws. There's Waller. Yes!
Yes!
45-40.
He's gone!
35-30. 25-20. You can write it down, folks. Touchdown, Lions!
From the 16, that's an 84-yard touchdown for the Lions!
Boy, he was so open. You just hope he didn't drop it. And again, Bales has been spectacular tonight. Spectacular. 8:45, and it's 20-6 TCA.
Holy moly. Look at this replay. And Diamond, he just sprints away from him, dude. I mean, it's over.
65-yard drive, capped off by an 84-yard pass. Good grief. The holder, ladies and gentlemen, will be one Owen Atwood.
Colby Moore, you're a long snapper.
Moore, the long snapper, and Willard, the PAT. 8:45 snapback. Ball down, kick up. Mr. Willard is a perfectionist. 21-6. Lions. And they're celebrating across the way. A long way to go, even in the second. 8:45. But a stunned crowd here at Riverside tonight on homecoming. Back after this 30 on Worthy Road Studios.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
And I got to bring it back and tell you that Daniette McLemore Pitt says, let's go Lions. Stella Vaughn says, our boys are getting better every game. They are. Scott Kaler's watching. Brenda Moore watching in Florida. Patrick Bunch says, boom. Stella Vincent Vaughn says, holy cow. Laura Kraft is watching. Carol Hall says she's happy. Jennifer Delk says, great job, Caleb. And Lynn Stanton says, go coach. I'm telling you, Stan, right now, it's been the Lions 3 possessions and 3 scores, and this crowd is stunned. Here's the kick. Wilkes will gather it in at about the 20. To the 25, good special teams has been there all night, and it remains there at the 35. And Stan, you'll let them have it at the 35. Just don't give them any more.
Oh, we got flag late.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Well, I saw some chicken fighting up there right in front of the white hat.
I think they got tangled up. I don't think anything dirty on either way.
Did you see the little chicken fighting going behind the play there? You can see on the replay if we get it one more time.
Well, we're leading 21-6. We don't need to do anything to give them a hand at all.
Well, it was watch behind the play.
Panthers
and
have
you're going to see it right there on the right of your screen. Take down 2 points.
Oh, yeah, I see that now, yeah.
They were holding Hammer and Hank. Hammer and Hank issued a takedown with a hip toss takedown.
Hammer and Hank, I love it. 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Wallace hands off Thomas, their workhorse. Upended. What a tackle. Picks up some good yards, but who got him?
Hammer and Hank.
Hammered him right around the knees. That's textbook tackling. And it will be at the 39, a pickup of about 4, 2nd and 6.
Diamond, did you see on that play, they brought their wing back in to about where you'd be on a single wing blocking back to provide some extra blocking, actually act as an extra lineman down there.
Thomas will come out. Wilkes comes in for him, and he's going to be to the right of Wallace. 2nd and 6, under 8 minutes when this ball is snapped. TCA leads the game 21-6.
Look, they've gone tight now.
Yeah, they have. Double tight end set. They give it to Wilkes, looking for a block. Doesn't find one. Gets to the 41, and that's it. Got more hanky-panky. I'm not sure what the crowd's
look at this
chipping about here because that was their guy initiating that. But General Lee would have none of it.
Blocking back pulls, tries to take off Colby. Colby shucks him like a man and goes in on the play, forces it inside, and even helps out on the tackle. And who was that coming from behind? None other than Hammer and Hank Miller.
What did he do to him? He shucked him.
Shucked him like a man.
It's going to be 3rd down and a good 4, almost 5. Wallace in that gun. Keeps it on the quarterback keeper. He's going to come here. He's going to get the 1st down and more. 50, 45, breaks open, tackle at the 40-yard line. Great play there that saved the touchdown. And that's C.J. Lewis who saved that touchdown, Stan.
C.J. Lewis getting his first star of the year, 24-yard pickup and a 1st down. We had it pinned, then he made a great cut, and we overplayed the play, and they got big yards.
Kobe Moore has to go out. He lost his helmet.
Yeah, they're doing some things in there. Look how they got the running back in as a blocking back, an extra lineman just to the right of the center.
Yeah, they're behind. They're going to go to the old bread and butter, just run the ball. Here's Wilkes.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a late hit back here, I thought, on Nate Pagaglo. But they didn't call the big number 77 for it. And that's was by Davenport. I thought he hit him too late. Well, that's another first down. So, Stan, they get behind 21-6. They don't panic. What do? They just go back to the old bread and butter run.
They're going old school Riverside.
The up back there is going to be.
This is basically.
That up back, by the way, I don't have a 28. Well, timeout Lions. That's a good timeout by Coach Bowling in the game. Clock continues to run. They call the timeout, and about 10 seconds has run off, and it's still running. 21-6. We'll take a 30 back after this. The clock has run now down to 6:15. We'll be quiet.
We don't need to worry about that right now.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
I'm sorry we went to it. I apologize. All right, we're back with you. Okay, sorry about that. But Bank of Jackson, Food Right, Waterwell Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, West Tennessee Bank, and McCoy's Heating and Air, some of the great folks that's made it possible. Stan, they let about 30 seconds run off this clock, and despite the crowd being so livid about it, they've not corrected it. Now they're going to put 30 seconds back up there.
Now, Diamond, what they've done, they've gone to a different formation. Basically, it's giving you, they're taking a running back, bringing him in. Look at this, where he's at, right there in front of the quarterback, just behind this, to the right of the center. That is basically a single wing formation, an extra running back or an extra blocker, and look what it did. It paid dividends, and that extra back there is the one who opened the hole there.
They put it down to, they put it 6:22. Now it's running again. And the crowd is not real happy with what's happened here. Now it's run down to 6:12 and stop.
Oh, that's where they said to originally stop it.
Oh, okay. They put 6:22. I actually, Stan, they should have put 30 seconds back up there.
Hush.
Here's Wallace on the first down play. 1st and 10 at his own, or at TCA's 25. Wallace keeps it after play faking. Here is Wilkes, and that's going to be Wallace running in for the touchdown. No flags. So Wallace goes in from 25 yards out. At the 6:05 mark, Wallace carries it in. That's a 65-yard drive. Wallace carries it in from 25 yards out. You don't like those lights, do you?
Diamond, I will tell you, if you have to about seizures, they're running a fake on us.
Yeah, they did run the fake, and it's to no avail as Hammer and Hank knocked it away. And now, did we have a flag? What do we have here?
Oh, come on. That play, 2-point conversion, no good.
Well, the official's going to talk it over. I think it caught the officials by surprise as well as everyone else.
They snapped it.
It did not catch TCA's defense by surprise. It's going to be illegal motion.
Decline the penalty.
It will be declined. Yes, it will be declined. Well, no.
No, you can decline that, can't you?
Well, they're not going to, well, before the snap, I'm not sure what they've called here. Well, they're going to put Yarborough out.
But here, Diamond
for a 25-yard field goal attempt. Well, no, it's going to be an extra point from 25 yards. Excuse me. I apologize. Yarborough from the kick it from the 15, 25-yard, and TCA just jumped off sides. Now they're saying TCA saying they drew us off sides. They're getting a little chippy here in the stands. Yep, it's going to be on Riverside. Yes, sir. Boy, that's going to have the fans in a bad mood.
You can hear the fans. They're not amused.
They're up. Many of them are standing. They're not happy. Getting a little chippy. 6:05 left here in the first half. And after all of that, Coach Frost wanting an explanation. I wouldn't turn that up real loud. You might
catch something.
Yeah, it might catch something we don't want to hear.
But that's how chippy the crowd is right now, Diamond Dave.
Yeah, they're not happy. Well, this time it will be now a 33-yard. We'll make it 31. It's going to be about a 31-yard field goal attempt.
And Diamond, he was close. This is starting to get on the edge of his range.
I would think so. 31 yards out for the PAT. 21-12. Snap is back, or forthcoming. Now it's back. It's down. And
No,
that didn't
no,
get there.
no.
That didn't get there, and it's off to the right anyway. No good. And the Lions lead the game 21-12. We're back after this 30 on the TCA Football Network.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Diamond Dave, if these Riverside Lions were the Riverside Indians, they'd be circling General Custer right about now, going in for the final kill.
Well, I'm telling you what, this crowd right below us here, I'm standing up watching some of them, and many of them are standing, and they're not happy troopers. Well, after all of that, it's 21-12. Let's get back to football. 6:05 left here in the half. TCA led the game 7-0, 7-6, 21-6. Now it's 21-12.
Now watching onside kick possibly here. But let's talk again about, they ran that gimmick formation, USJ runs. Hammer and Hank Miller had it figured out, dog.
TCA very conscious of that as well. Yarborough will tee it up at the 40. He'll mark it off. Next week, Harding Academy, airtime 6:30. A lot of football to play before we head to Memphis, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what they ring up. Waller is deep. They'll not kick it to him. Short kick, gathered in at the 30, and trying to get far side left now at the 35-yard line. Good return. Smart play that time, as the Lions will have it at their own 35, first and 10. And good play there by Owen Atwood.
These fans are mad about something. I can't see what it was about.
I can't either. I mean, both teams are hitting hard and playing hard, and I didn't see anything that should have them as irate as they are.
Woo!
Just over the 30. We'll say right at the 30. First and 10. I say 35, 30. It's 35-yard line, right above the 35. So we're going to call it 35. The ball is right between the hash over the 35-yard line. Lions come out very quickly. Bales out
Clock's
there with
almost
Tompkins.
0.
Yep, sure is. Bales will give it to Tompkins. Tompkins runs that football, 40. Tompkins powers his way for 8 to about the 43-yard line.
Look at this block, and great job by the left side of the offensive line for TCA. Left guard, left tackle, sealing that block right there. You saw him come down on it. They got the extra 2 or 3 yards.
TCA trying to catch him napping defensively. Here's the pitch to Tompkins from Bales. Bales will fake, or make it Tompkins will fake, and be knocked out of bounds into the TCA bench across the way about a yard short. Got to get to the 45. He's at 44. 3rd and 1.
I'm not so sure Bales should have took that himself, Diamond Dave.
Well, actually, it's going to be more than I thought. He didn't get a very good spot there. 3rd and 3. The ball back to the 43.
We got to come to the wide side of the field.
Yep. Actually, you're the 42. It's 5:25 left.
You can hear the fans.
Biggest play of the game thus far. 3rd and 2. They're chanting defense. We want some offense. Tompkins in that pistol. Bales, look. Bales throws. Pass. Caught. And that's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, give them a forward progress. Pick up a 5. Who caught that ball?
That's Waller. They say incomplete.
What?
I thought he caught it.
I thought he did too.
Let's watch it on the replay.
Unless he dropped it out of bounds.
Dropped it out of bounds where we couldn't see it.
Diamond, I don't know if we don't go for it right here.
No, I got to punt the ball, Shane. 5:08. Don't give him a short field now. Delt will stand back at about his 30. He's been a really good punter this year. They send Wilkes back inside his 30. 5:08. Good snap. Delt gets it away. Nice. High.
Woo!
Oh, end over end kick. Calling for the fair catch. Dropping it. That's fair game. He can hit him. The fans don't like that, but he's fair game. He can be hit. Colby Moore right there, Johnny on the spot.
I mean, perfect play. You can't cover the center, so he was the first one down there. Gives the fair catch. drops it. It's a fair game, free ball. He tried to put his shoulder right in the football. Smart play by Colby Moore.
No doubt. Ball will be now at the 28-yard line. Riverside will have it there with 5:01 left in the first half.
Oh, if we can just play a little
21-12. How about a turnover? I'll take one of those, would you? 27-yard line. Wallace will bring his very talented offensive unit out. I think they've got Thomas back in the game to his right. He is.
Shoebox are going.
Yep. Thomas trying to get here. That's Wilkes, actually. Or that's Thomas.
General Lee.
And General Lee holds on to him. That's Wilkes, actually. He's hitting the 30-yard line.
Play until the whistle blows.
Folks, I'm sorry. You don't like the late hit. It wasn't a late hit. He's still struggling, and the whistle hasn't blown yet. He's fair game.
General Lee, outstanding play. And he's hanging on to that leg like I hang on to a chicken wing.
I mean, he's still up. He's fair game, folks. Nothing dirty there at all. That's a loss. Or excuse me, a pickup of 4 to the 31. Thomas in. Wilkes out. 4:25 left in the half. 31-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7. A short 7. Long count by Wallace. He's going to keep that football and be
good tackle
down. That's a great tackle by Miller. Or no, it's not Miller. That's
number 22, Miller.
Yeah, that is Miller.
Hammer and Hank. Watch the guard pull him there again in that stance. That left foot pull back indicates which way he is going to pull.
3rd down and 2. Coach Frost wanted a face mask. He was motioning face mask toward TCA. 36-yard line. This crowd, I mean, every play, they think something's wrong every time, don't they?
They don't like getting pushed around down here, Diamond.
21-12, 3:39. Clock running, 3:35. It's going to be 3rd down. They say 1 on the board. It's actually 2.
Do what?
They say 1 on the board. It's 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 1. Wallace hands it. Thomas, 1st down and more. Breaks open, still open, still open. And the line strikes him down in midfield. We've got more hanky-panky back here.
Well,
and the crowd loves that late hit by Riverside.
Yeah, let's see that again if we can.
A lot of stuff going on away from the ball. It's watch this play. Let's wait and dissect it.
There's a hold there on the defensive end there. It came out of the screen. It was a takedown. That should have been personal foul on Riverside. What are they calling on us?
They called it on TCA, personal foul.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
That was a 16-yard walk-off.
Ball spotted at the line, 35-yard line.
Down to the 34-yard line of the Lions.
You've got to be kidding me.
Boy. We got the raw end of that deal. Wallace, play fakes, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Now we've got another takedown here in the middle of the field. Good sportsmanship as they help each other up.
Yeah, but it's getting chippy.
And it's been some hits that's away from the ball that's been vicious tonight on both sides. More on this side than that side, to be honest with you. 34-yard line. Stan is speechless, Coach P, for the first time in a long time. 2nd and 10. Ball inside TCA's 35. Lions lead the game 21-12. 2:55 in the half.
Going right.
Wallace, play fakes. He's going to keep it himself. He's coming
holding.
Left.
Yep, we got it.
It's going to be holding. He's going to run inside the 20. That's going to be brought back, though.
Let's see again.
They held Miller. They'll bring that back. It's back here at the flag at about the 33.
Diamond, they tackled Hank Miller.
Yeah, that's happening a lot. Miller's a marked man tonight.
He was tackled on the play.
His mom says, "Don't do that to my son." Let's watch the replay.
And you don't want to make Mama mad.
No, you sure don't.
Yeah, push that ball back 15 yards.
Rod Parker.
They're going to get about a 4-yard run on the play.
Matthew Coba's back with us. A lot of folks watching tonight. We got a ton of people watching this game right now, Stan.
Holding.
Yep.
Yes, proper call.
Yep, no doubt.
The replay does not lie.
No, the camera doesn't lie to you, does it?
No.
21-12. They're going to move this thing back now to about the 44.
And
they have
all
to
the
get
while,
down, stand all the way to about the 24.
And all the while, the clock is getting smaller.
2nd and 20.
Still be second down for the Panthers.
2:17 left in the half. Boy, what a big possession this is for both teams, obviously.
Pulling
Wallace,
guards again.
That tight set again.
Look at the right side. Nope, they don't pull that time.
They give it to Thomas. Thomas crashes forward, breaks a couple tackles. And for a few times tonight, some poor tackling by the Lions that time. Credit some blocking, though, by Riverside. They get the 10 back they lost, and about 3 or 4 more. It's going to be now 3rd, probably 2-down territory. 3rd and about 7, Stan.
Now, there was a little holding going on there, too. Top man on the screen there had a fistful of jersey.
Thomas out, Wilkes in. They go more speed, less size, and power, but he's been injured. Injured in the Gibson County game.
So
3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7 here.
The up back in this case, the blocking back.
They're running this time, Dave.
Here's Wallace. Wilkes almost moved, but didn't. Now Wallace, and then Wilkes is caught, and bang! Back at about the 38-yard line, he's tackled. And it was about 3 guys there. The first guy there, credit for the tackle, will be Craddock and Jones both there, and Stan nowhere to go that time.
We had
4th
that
and
play.
long, 4th and 11 now.
Diamond, we had the pitch man and the quarterback covered like the morning dew.
The morning dew. Quick 30, a minute 12, all that remains. Can the Lions hold? We'll find out. 4th and almost 12. Let's make it 4th and 11 from the TCA 36. Stay with us back after this 30.
We covered that.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Diamond Dave McCauley, $1:12 to go in this half. 21-12. TCA with the lead. 2 missed extra points. A missed extra point. Well, both of them ended up being missed kicks, but they went for 2. They called a flag on that, gave them another opportunity, then they missed the extra point opportunity from distance.
Stan will have scores. I'll have scoring recap. We'll have highlights. What will the score be? 21-12. Wallace sends 3 receivers here to the near side. Looking right, throwing.
Short it.
I'm not sure.
Short it.
He caught it, but he's going to be about a yard short.
No, I think they're saying that was complete.
Yep, they said it was complete. Lions say it wasn't.
Let's see. Let's see on the replay here.
Comes up a little short. Panthers will turn the ball over on down.
But the bottom line is, whether he's short or not, whether he caught it or not, it's short, about a yard.
I could not tell. Who was that receiving caught that ball?
I couldn't tell, Stan.
We'll give it to Creasy this time.
So the Lions hold. Here's the replay again. Coach Philip Robertson on top of his game. We'll see if we can see who caught this ball.
It's a little too far away. He may have caught it. But
he did catch it, I think, but he's a yard short. Lions don't run. They throw in the middle. Waller incomplete and got lucky. Threw it behind Waller. Bales did. And close to being picked off by Wilkes. And Stan, I'm surprised by the call. I thought we might just, I think Coach Bowling thinking, okay, if I can surprise my broadcasters, I'll surprise Riverside. He's probably not thinking about
Diamond, we've got them on their heels, Diamond. You got to keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah. Well,
trust me.
You're heavy underdogs here. You just go for it. Yep. Tompkins in the pistol, doubles each way. Here's the pass out in the flat, caught. Running that football and stepping out of bounds across the way.
And Diamond, did you hear a horn go off during the middle of the play?
2 horns went off. That's happened 3 or 4 times tonight.
Somebody's got to get a hold of that. That was Waller, right?
You're not supposed to have the artificial noisemakers like that. No, that was Williams that caught that ball. I thought that's what the PA guy said. I thought that's what I saw.
I couldn't tell.
Pickup of only about 3 or 4. It's 3rd down now. And that stops the clock, too, because he went out of bounds. So it's 3rd, as there's horns again. You can't do that, guys. Come on. Bales runs out of there. Bales is going to throw it to Tompkins. Caught it and juggles it. and he's out of bounds. He slipped down on the mat over there.
But gets
going to be complete,
down,
a first
7,
down.
9, 10 yards in the pickup.
That keeps you from having to punt the ball back to him. Stand with 45 seconds. That's a big play. How big will that play be?
A Foundation Bank first down.
Now here's where I think you just air it out again. Go for it. Find Waller, Jones, or Williams, or someone down there.
Now, these horns have got to stop. That is against TSSAA rule.
Sure is. I'm surprised that TCA hadn't squawked about that yet. We're squawking, I know about it.
What's happening right below us?
Second down and 10, the ball at the 39. 45.6 seconds left here. Bales in that gun. Doubles each way. Bales drops. Bales wants to throw. Double clutches. Going to be sacked. Bales is sacked. Yeah, it's okay to have the horn now, but not during the play. Yeah. And that's a loss of about 5 yards. It's third and 15.
You sure?
Yep, a loss of 5. Second and 15, excuse me. Here's the ball thrown to Williams. He darts out of bounds and stops the clock as he gets to the 40-yard line. Got to get Stan to the 49.
Because remember, we're out of timeouts.
Third down and 9. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Coach Bowen's a riverboat gambler tonight. We're near the river. He's pushing the barge to his best ability. And Stan, he's not sitting on it, is he? He's throwing it.
And we keep going to the short side of the field.
Now watch for Waller here to the near side.
Yeah, Waller's here at the bottom of your screen.
Joined here by Delt. Third.
Look how they're laying off of him.
Yep. Here's the handoff to Tompkins. Tompkins scoots his way to the 40. Will be down there.
Pick up the 6.
And it's going to be fourth down.
14 carries,
now
79 yards.
Now it's 4th and 9, excuse me, Stan. And Riverside wisely calls the timeout with 9.9. I would think they'll bring everybody at the punter, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. What you do in this situation, it's real tough. You can go for the block and hope you get the block and pick it up and get the run because you're not going to get another play.
Nope.
You're not going to get another play. Now, if you try and block it and rough the kicker, TCA would get a freebie.
I tell my punter if I'm Coach Bowling and all the coaches for it, they do a great job, of course. Coach Mancini, Coach Bibb,
take
Coach
it
Brasher,
and run
Coach
to the
Tucker,
sidelines.
Coach Henderson. Now, here's what I do, Stan. I go ahead and punt the ball. I just don't punt it to Wilkes.
If I'm Delk and I'm feeling pressure, I tuck that ball and head straight towards the wide side of the field here, burn some clock, make them chase you. Under 10 seconds.
You've got more courage than I have.
That's only if he's pressured.
Yeah, 4th and about 9. 9.9 seconds are left. 9s are wild right now at Riverside. And TCA leads the game 21-12.
Ooh, a slant's open.
They lead by 9.
Bottom of the screen,
Water
slant.
here to the near side.
Play softer on him.
Yep, will stand back near his 25 to punt it. He is going to punt the football. It is a great punt. And it will be Wilkes nowhere near it. The ball is going to roll. Just let it roll, guys. Don't touch it. 1 second. Bang. This first half, ladies and gentlemen, is over. And the Lions lead the game 21-12. We'll take a 2-minute break. Stats, analysis, recap, more coming up. Scores. This is TCA football with a 21-12 lead. Is an upset brewing? We'll find out later here on Worthy Road Studios and a BallGame Blitz.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. Your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
I'm not trying to overplay it with this statement, but TCA takes a back seat to no one. Welcome back, everybody. Diamond Dave McCulley, Stan Gerard. Long way to go. 17 minutes here at the break here at the half before we even begin the third quarter. And TCA will have the ball to begin the third quarter. But TCA leads this game 21-12 over the second-ranked team in the state. Let me go back. Stella Vaughn, we mentioned her earlier. Craig Sanders, Clarence Pettigrew, Don Patterson, Larry Vales, Scott Davis, watching from Calhoun, Georgia. Chris Tippett says someone needs to tell their light show guy to look at the scoreboard. I agree, Chris. Teresa Hall Whitehead, our lovely buddy. She and John and Lucy watching tonight. Meanwhile, Matt Coble back with us. Patrick Bunch back with us. Leah Brewer, Charles Kelly Min, Kristen Gehring Lee. The Journal is playing well. Lee family. Rod Parker says, Stan speechless? No way. Teresa says hello to all my Trinity friends and family. Our lovely buddy Melanie Wilburn watching. Meanwhile, David Lytle back with us. Ty Wadley. Let's see. How about this? Tashika Brown Abigail, our lovely buddy from Bradford. Covered her career at Bradford and Union. What a great All-American she was. Jerry Davis tuned in, our good buddy. Carol Hall. Beth Kisner Culpepper says, wow, what a half. I agree. The Gehrings, Granny, and Gramps are watching at home. Proud of the guys. Appreciate the nice compliment, Carrie. Jeff Sisk is tuned in, our good friend. Tough year for we Yankee fans, Jeff. Will Keltner's watching. Austin Todd is watching with Eli Parker. And Tyler Thomas says, go Lions. That's some of the folks watching. I'll give you the scoring recap. Stan has some scores and some stats. It was TCA a 44-yard drive. They opened up the game stopping the Panthers on a fourth down play, took over at the 44 of the Panthers. At the 8:28 mark, a 1-yard run by Tompkins made it 6-0. PAT by Willard made it 7-0. Key plays of the score, or the drive, I should say. A key pass, 28-yard run, first of all, by Tompkins, and a key pass from Vales to Jones, and Vales was super in that first half. Then at the 3:54 mark, Thomas, their banged-up running back, 1 yard out, capping off a 67-yard drive. PAT was no good. TCA led the game at the end of 7-6. Then a 71-yard drive. Vales to Waller on a 1-yard pass on a fourth down play. He made it 14-6. PAT Willard made it 14-6. Then at 8:45 of the second, 65-yard drive, capped off actually after a penalty, an 84-yard Waller from Vales pass. Wilkes, the PAT, made it 21-6. And then at the 6:25 mark, it was their great quarterback, Wallace, 25-yard run. After a lot of penalties, they attempted a 32-yard PAT, no good. We're at halftime, 21-12 stand. And I'm not going to say shocker yet because it'll only be a shocker if we win the game, but somewhat of a shocking halftime sort of a shocking wave around the state, I would think.
I mean, it is sending shockwaves around the state. Once we give some scores here in a minute, I'm going to take a look at some of the social media around the state to see what's being said about this. Let's take a look at the scoreboard right now. Dyer County and Crockett scoreless after one, only 2 flags thrown. Henry County leads 14-0 over Northeast in the first quarter. It is, thank you, sir. It is Dresden leading O'Brien 14-0. South Gibson leads 7-0. Scotts Hill leads Liberty 21-0, end of one. Gibson County leads Camden 20-14 into the first. McKenzie 21-0 over Brewston. Munford winning their game over Kingsbury 30-0. 14-6 Huntington over Milan. Union City having some trouble with Greenfield, but they lead 14-3 in the first quarter. It's now 21-3. South Gibson over Chester County 7-0 in the second. End of one, Lexington leads Southside 7-0. End of one, Adamsville over JCM 7-0. Ripley and Westview scoreless after one. It is now 14-0 Adamsville leading in the second quarter. Checking some further updates. Make that 14-7 in the Huntington-Milan game, I believe that is. We have reports, Huntington-Milan 20-7. A fight has broke out, close to being out of control if the refs don't get it under control is what we're hearing.
Sure,
first
hate to
reports.
Hear that.
Yeah,
Sure
I hate to hear that.
Yeah, sure.
But at the Dog and Pony Show, I mean, emotions run high.
No doubt about it.
Look at some other. I gotta look away. I can't deal with this.
The strobe lighting is bothering Stan, and one of the lines of the night was Rod Parker. When I said you were speechless, said Stan speechless. No way. Jeff says we mentioned Will Keltner's tuned in. Austin Todd, Sheena Keltner, and Lynn Stanton says Tricia and I love Coach Bowling and Dawn, and right now the entire TCA nation
Diamond,
loves them.
I gotta say, and I know that's the thing with digital lights. We experienced it a few years ago. But if you have to make safety announcements about your lights for people with epilepsy problems during a ball game and things like that, you don't need to be doing that. If what you're doing to entertain fans can hurt a fan, you do not need to be doing that. And I'm sorry, and I would say the same thing if we ever had them.
Appreciate that. Might be the biggest hot dog I've ever had anyone to bring me. Jay Cashin has outdid himself.
God, I should have said
He's brought us dogs, burgers, drinks, and everything here.
I should have said, go get me one.
21-12. Stan will give you some stats when we come back. The Lions lead the game and trying to upset the second-ranked team in the state. We're back after this on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, the TCA Facebook page. Stay with us, everybody.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Focusing on you. West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
And good afternoon. It's good afternoon somewhere. Good evening and welcome back to Riverside High School, or actually Riverside Middle School. My name's Stan Gerard alongside Diamond Dave McCulley. We're at halftime, and the TCA Lions lead the number 2 ranked Riverside Panthers by a score of 21-12. To say that this game has been chippy would be an understatement. We've had a lot of chicken fighting going on in this game. You've been able to hear it through our hot mic. The Riverside crowd not at all happy with some things going on. We've heard horns blowing during play. We've heard the band playing during play. But through all of that, TCA leads this game by a score of 21-12. Taking a look at a few things. Well, what we're going to do right now is we're going to get you a look at some of the very unofficial stats in this game. Tompkins for Riverside, 14 carries. Or excuse me. Tompkins for TCA, wrong. Tompkins for TCA, 14 carries, 79 yards. Vales with 1 for -2. Receiving. Nick Jones, 1 for 9. Atwood, 1 for 4. Tompkins, 2 for 23. Williams, 2 for 9. Waller, 3 for 129 and 2 scores. Looking at Riverside, it is unofficially Thomas with 5 carries for 42. Stone Wallace with 2, 4, 6 for 69. Wilkes, 4 for 12. Receiving, Wyatt with 2 for 39 yards in the game. That's an unofficial look at your stats the first half. It'll be TCA ball to start this second half. And I will say this, in my brief tour around social media just a few minutes ago, the state of Tennessee is stunned at the score at the half. Now, we got another half to play, but at the half, TCA leads Riverside by a score of 21-12. You're watching TCA football on Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and the TCA Facebook page. We're going to take a timeout, and we're back after these commercial messages. Don't you go nowhere.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not, shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Waterwell Solutions, LLC offers experienced and diversified services throughout the greater Tennessee area. Waterwell Solutions specializes in water well drilling operations. They are experienced in the design, construction, and maintenance of wells from 4 to 16 inches in diameter and depths up to 1,000 feet. Waterwell Solutions has 3 locations in Summerville, Brownsville, and Trenton. For a consultation, give them a call at 731-779-1275.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should already be here.
Special interest rates as low as 0%.
You should already be here.
We have cars, trucks, SUVs, and the all-new electric Nissan Ariya.
You should already be here.
We even have no payments for 90 days.
You should already be here.
Save thousands on a new Nissan at Carlock Nissan.
You should, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
The Trinity Christian Lions have made the trip a little over an hour down here to Parsons Riverside. Welcome back, everybody. We're at halftime, 21-12. Reminding you that our first downs tonight being brought to you by Foundation Bank, the Blacksmith Restaurant, Carlock Nissan, some of our other great sponsors, Aloha Pools, Jones Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, the Bank of Jackson, Food Right, Waterwell Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, West Tennessee Bank, and McCoy's Heating and Air. I'm Dave McCulley along with Coach Philip Robertson, also Jay Cashin, Stan Gerard, and yours truly, Diamond Dave. And big hello again to John Coffey, who's watching. The Peggy Graves team, Caldwell Banker Barnes, they're watching, says, go Lions, do your best. Grant Boykin says, nice job. And Grant says, I'm not going to lie, guys. I was surprised when I flipped over to the game and saw the score, but it has been a big first half. One of the best first halves TCA's played in a long, long time, Stan.
Absolutely one of the very best games they played. Take a look at the cameras showing on the left-hand side. Two different kickers are out warming up early for Riverside. I don't know if that's something that they do early, but remember, they've missed 2 extra points already in this game, and these 2 kickers are both struggling in practice without a snap or a rush to a fight against. The young men are struggling right now.
Quick comment from you, sir. What do you think about the first half, and what do you expect from our Lions in the second half?
All I can say about that first half is holy moly.
Well, someone said holy cow early.
Holy cow, Milo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, TCA's played we've not played a perfect half, Don. We've made our share of mistakes, but we have executed offensively almost flawlessly. The only thing I would change, if you listen to me long enough, you know I'm not a real huge fan of constantly running into the short side of the field. But that's just me personally. I like to use the wide side of the field. I think we got the folks to adapt that wide side of the field. But that could also be something where we're conditioning them to go that wide side or to that narrow, short side of the field, and we hit them with the wide side of the field. One thing that we saw when TCA was starting to establish their dominance over Riverside, we noticed a distinct change in the Riverside offense. They got out of that spread, and they went into a tight formation. One of their wing backs, basically they were in a single wing formation, balanced line, but with a blocking back just behind the right guard. And then maybe one wide out, and then the 2 backs back there. For all practical purposes, it's a single wing formation. What I've also been able to key on and notice is, especially on the tackles and guards on the right side of their offensive line, you look at their stance. When they get in like a 2-point stance with one leg cocked back, generally that's number one. That's going to tell you, typically it means a pass. But what I've seen it mean with these guys, they're run blocking, and they're almost kind of trying to clue you as to which side they're going to pull to, because you see it when they get the guard and the tackle with that cockeyed stance a little bit. With them 2 pulling and the blocking back pulling, their running game has gotten more effective since they've done that. But TCA's been able to make the plays when they've needed to. But they've made some mid-game adjustments. Don't know what they've worked so far. It'll be interesting to see what Riverside comes out with now in this half. Be interesting to see what TCA does. Do they change up the offense, or do they keep going with what they do? You made a great point, Diamond. We've been able to get to the edge on them several times. You got to continue to exploit that. And then once they start getting that, though, they're going to eventually have to compensate for that, Diamond. Then that is going to open up the gut.
That third time we scored, that third possession, I thought their D-line looked a little tired and a little winded, to be honest with you. The other factor, we talked about all their great skill people. Don't ever take for granted. We've got some good skill people, too. But I tell you, Cooper Vales tonight has thrown the ball beautifully.
He has been very effective throwing. The only thing, we see him and Lakai argue a couple of times over who's going to carry the ball, and that's to be expected. So Lakai is an alpha male. He wants the ball. He wants the ball all the time. Cooper's the quarterback. He's an alpha male. He's going to want the ball to run the option play, and it's a beautiful thing though because it's working so well for the most part. Even when they stopped it, you see they stopped it because of the little jostling that they were doing. But when we ran it right, we looked awfully good doing it, Don.
No doubt about it. The Maldons who tuned in tonight, Charles and Rose Haynes, Fancher Sargent, one of my favorite names, tuned in as well. Well, Stan, what a statement TCA could make if they could take this third quarter first possession and go down the field and score. Scoring updates quickly. I know we still got a little time. Third quarter has just started. JCS leads Rosemark 34-0. No surprise in that ball game. And taking a look at one other score of interest, we'll try to get you an update if they're not in commercial break. It is USJ 28, St. George's 7. Looks like the third quarter of that ball game has just gotten underway, Diamond Dave. Well, the Lions on the road next week. Matter of fact, we're on the road for about a month now. Boy, what a nice way to jumpstart these road trips with a big win here at Riverside. No one, I didn't hear any talk shows today, any of those kind of things. I was in Jackson.
I can tell you
no one picked TCA to win the game.
None of the pontificators.
And we haven't won it yet, but.
None of the pontificators in the print media that also work on radio shows in the mornings pick TCA. I can guarantee you that for a fact. In reading multiple outlets and on social media, the only ones favoring TCA were the diehard TCA folks like yours truly. So, but everybody was heavy Riverside. And, we said who knows, but Diamond, for a team that's ranked second in the state of Tennessee, defending state champions, this is an awfully quiet crowd. I don't care that it's halftime or not. It's an awfully quiet crowd.
They weren't quiet during that half, especially when things didn't go their way. The Lions will have it. They'll move from left to right on your TV screen. Again,
that
tonight,
hot dog
Coach
smells
Philip Robertson.
wonderful, by the way.
It's wonderful. Man, it's a big one, I'm telling you. But Philip Robertson's our producer-director tonight. Jay Cashin on site with our camera and also doing the executive producing and directing as well. Well, they haven't kicked to Waller tonight. They haven't kicked to Nick Jones tonight. They've gone short every time. So the short folks up here,
and
those being Owen Atwood.
If we could get –
Look what TCA's done. They brought Waller up here to the 30 on the far side. They brought Waller up out of that deep formation.
Well, and I want you to look –
Lakai's in the middle here, too.
If Jay can hear me, if we can zoom in on the front line, it's all special hands people.
Sure is.
On the front line. It's all good. There you go, Jay. But he's zooming in now. But you got Hank Miller and a whole bunch of special teams good hands folks up there. And then we're really trying to make to where he can get into Lakai or Braden's hands.
Yeah.
Because that would be bad news.
Yarborough will kick it away from his 40. Lakai's in the middle. Waller's in the up position, far side over there. And Atwood's here to my right, below me to my left.
I'm still saying watch out for the onside.
Here's Yarborough, kicks it away, and it's a knuckleball. And it's going to be Atwood at his 30. Trying to get far side left.
He got a
35, 40, 45. Midfield. Atwood still on his feet. Flag back here at the 50-yard line. That's going to come back. He's going to go all the way down inside the 30-yard line, running out of bounds across the way. But the flag's here at the 44 or 49.
Yeah, it's for a chicken play. I want to see. We're going to see if we can see on the replay a little bit later if we get one more replay out of it.
He got all the way inside the 20-yard line. Here you go. Here's a replay. Coach P right on Johnny on the spot. Let's see if we spot it for you.
Holding against the Lions.
That's against Lakai. I'll be real honest. That should have been a personal foul on us.
Probably should have been, to be honest with you. 40-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. But still, great field position.
Yeah, great field position.
At the 40.
Lions tonight have had some big scoring plays. 44-yard drive.
Well, there are multiple
71-yard drive.
Robots in the air tonight.
Yeah, they've got the drones
They've
everywhere.
got one, and we've got one.
Got the drones everywhere.
This game is getting chippy.
40-yard line, 1st and 10. It's been chippy for some time. Doubles each way with Tompkins in the pistol behind Cooper Vales. They put Delk in motion. They give it to Tompkins down the gut. On the loose. Look at him go. 40, 35, 30, 20, 25, 15, 10, 5. Is he in? Let's wait and see. Not sure. I think he's out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Oh.
My, oh my. Tompkins on nothing fancy. He followed Cashin and others. Did he get in?
Yes. 60 yards.
I didn't see the signal.
60 yards on the touchdown for TCA.
I apologize, or I'd been more excited. I thought he was out of bounds inside the 5.
Well, let's look at it here.
Here he is. Look at this cut. Remarkable run and great blocking by that offensive line. Do not take those kids for granted.
Oh, it wasn't close. He's in all the way.
We didn't have a great angle up here, so.
Now, we actually were looking out the window for one of the few times, but Brother Jay Cash and Johnny on the spot with the camera work.
I was hoping and calling for a first possession to score the third, and we got it. Only took 28 seconds to do it. Willard in to attempt the PAT. High snap, but it's pulled down and up, and it is no good. His first miss of the year. He'd been 17 of 17, but 24-12 the Lions. I think the high snap might have done that time. Back after this, the Lions up 27-12, 11:32 in the third. This is TCA Football on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Diamond Dave, if this crowd could get any quieter than it was at the end of the half, it just got quieter as Lakai Tompkins motors 60 yards for a touchdown behind Cashin and company.
Larry Bells, I agree. Wow. Chris Cobb said.
And look at what we have here, a flag late against Riverside. We're going to get it to kick it from the 45.
Teresa Whitehead said, woohoo. Chris Cobb said, I wouldn't have him either. Peggy Gray says, great job, TCA. Daniette Pitts says, Chris Cobb, LOL. Great run, Kai. Sabrina Davis. Carol Hall says, way to go. And Dana Morris says, great job, Lions. So the Lion Nation is tuned in tonight. And we're tuned in. And the Lions, more importantly than any of us, they're tuned in. So it will be Delk kicking it away from the 45.
That was good, Diamond. The Lions are tuned in.
They're tuned in. They've been tuned in from the get-go, haven't they? Remember that first stop of the game stand when they had it 4th and short. They went for the pass. Lions knocked it down, and they took over and drove it 44 yards. That was 2 big statements early in the game.
Now, Frost is wanting to talk to the official about something. He's pleading his case on something here. And he is pleading, hard to the side judge here.
Now that's going to get the crowd stirred up as well. 27-12, 11:32. Homecoming has not been great thus far, but a long way to go. Here's a great kick. Wilkes will be at about his 10 to the 15 to the 20, on his feet to the 25. Got to get a hand on him, guys, and they do at the 30-yard line. Just short of the 30 at the 28. There will be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Lakai Tompkins.
Here's a replay, Stan.
Tompkins, Delk, and others in on the tackle. Paguaga was in there.
Yep. Let me say this too, Stan. It's been chippy, but both teams have done a good job at times helping their opponents up, which is good sportsmanship. So their Panthers will come out. They will send Bo Brantley far side right. They'll bring a receiver here right to our right.
They're still saying that shoebox blocking a little bit.
Sure are. They'll open it up a little bit here with 2 wideouts far side right. Put one man in motion. They give it to Thomas. Thomas, his dad, celebrating a birthday.
78.
Nothing there at all. Tackle by James Wilson.
Watch how Wilson breaks off his blocker there.
It was 76, I think, Stan.
76. And look at Colby Moore breaking off and chasing down to 76. Good job going down the line laterally and pursuing. And the job by Colby Moore, once the ball crossed the line of scrimmage, reacting down the line of scrimmage to being on the play. That's good linebacking play.
Other than one run they had back in the first half, we have done a really good job tackling tonight for the most part. Knock on wood. 27-12, under 11 now in the third. TCA leads by 15. Handoff. No, Wallace is going to keep it. He's going to want to throw it. Now he's going to want to run. He's wishes for a block.
Oh,
He's
wow.
cut down at the 35-yard, and what a textbook tackle. What a tackle, ladies and gentlemen. That by
the little general.
The general.
The G-man.
Here's a replay. Watch. This is textbook. Watch this tackle. Right around the shoestrings.
Perfect.
3rd and 8.
Tackle him in the thighs, slid down with it.
Actually, it's 3rd and about a yard and a half. I apologize. Maybe I was hoping it'd be 3rd and 8.
So he got a few yards on that play.
3rd and 2. The ball at the 37. Wallace directing traffic.
We've got a guard going to be pulling here, I believe.
9:50. TCA jump. It's going to be offside. A free play here for Wallace. Throws over the middle. It's caught by Wilkes. He's down at about the 46-yard line.
Now,
although I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
Looked like we jumped and got away with it.
Who was that, Wilkes?
That was Wilkes that caught it. He's up to their 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
Proper tackling for
about
him
a
there.
10-yard pickup. 9:35, clock running. There's a couple of guys right below me here, man. They haven't been happy all night.
They wish they had headsets on.
9:30. They're complaining that there wasn't a flag, but they got 10 yards.
Yeah.
And a first
They
down.
would have denied the flag anyway.
Absolutely. Wallace, very dangerous. Hands it off this time. Wilkes jukes. Coming to the near side, 45, 40, 35. May go in. And, boy, what a great tackle there. Or he's going to go in. And a super tackle by Caleb Williams, or he scores. He's still inside TCA's 25 to the 21-yard line. Or 20-yard line. Wilkes, yes. Made a great cut here on the outside.
I mean, that's just a great play. You cannot deny that.
You know, 9 minutes left here in this third stanza. TCA leads 27-12 after scoring on a big 60-yard run by Tompkins. The Panthers are right back in business. They give it to the jet sweep, trying to cut it outside. Now cuts it back and didn't get much, maybe to the 19.
Let's see the replay on this.
Caleb Mays running it.
They didn't pull that time. TCA flowing to the outside, extending the play. He cuts up.
Craddock makes a stop here.
Craddock coming in, filling the hole nicely for the stop.
Crash Craddock. So a pickup of a yard, 2nd down and 9 at the 19. 8:20 clock running in the third. TCA leads after scoring early in the quarter, 27-12. Wallace. Play fakes, looks, in trouble out here, and it's
no, that's
incomplete.
Dropped. That's dropped.
Wallace pressured that time, and the general was back here in his wheelhouse, and he threw it short. The pass intended to Jack Kemper.
Yeah, we're all over. Great play, blitzing the general from the outside, and that's what you do when you're approaching the quarterback and he's going to pass. Don't drive in, jump up, obstruct that passing lane, and that's exactly what he did for the drop ball.
Great analysis, Stan, especially a guy as good as he is. 3rd down and 7, ball at the 17. He must have caught the ball. Now here's Wallace carrying it, and he's inside the 10. Plows his way and hurls his way to about the 8. It's going to be 1st and goal, Riverside.
Wallace is a special player, Diamond.
He really is. Well, he came in here tonight, Stan, with 35 carries, 35 of 54, 10 touchdowns, 785 yards in the air, and over 300 running the ball.
So we're at 1st and goal here.
At the 9, actually, is where they say his knee hit the turf. They give it to Wilkes. Wilkes slides down. Wilkes slides down and gathered real quick by Nick Jones.
TCA fortunate on that play.
Yeah.
Let's look at this again here.
Maybe a yard pickup. That's about it. 2nd and goal from the 8.
They pull the blocking back in a guard. He just stepped on his shoe.
We haven't talked about how big they are up there. I thought they were a little winded in the second quarter a little bit. Offensive and defensive lines, but this is a huge line. Here's Wallace on the play keeper. He's going to keep it. He's going to go in. And touchdown Riverside. From 8 yards out. Wallace carries it in. Cuts it to 27-18. 8-yard run. Then that caps off a 69-yard drive.
Very efficient, and most of that on the back of the quarterback, Wallace. We've done a good job stopping everyone else, But
they're going to go for two, Stan.
Yeah, they have to. 27-18, they've got to get this.
This huge play here.
I mean, if they convert, they're still a touchdown behind.
Yeah, but it's a huge play. You want to keep them 2 scores behind. The confetti flying through the air. Handoff, Wilkes, I'm not sure. He gets in, yes. Wilkes, a 3-point conversion. Makes it 27-20. We'll step out for a 30-second break. We're back. Lions back on offense. Leading to score again. Back after this on Worthy Road Studios.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spot even more enjoyable. Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson today.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Diamond Dave McCulley, a very efficient drive by Riverside as they march down the field for the score and the 2-point conversion.
I can't believe we're at the 6:35 mark, but it's been a sterling game, a great game to call. You've missed a big birthday today.
Who's
Ralphie. He's celebrating a birthday today.
I didn't get the word.
I saw it earlier today.
I missed the invite. We brought cupcakes.
He was groomed and had his birthday today, so how about that? We have tonight.
Hey, by the way, Ralphie's such a good boy.
He's a good boy, no doubt about it. But Gail Presley's tuned in, Stella Vaughn, going down through our list again, and Nancy Lack.
Gail's at the game.
Yeah, she's at the game tonight. 27-20. 6:35 left in the third. Both teams have scored on their only possessions of this quarter.
Again, they haven't done it yet, but that doesn't mean that they won't here. Riverside's got a little momentum, and I would not be surprised if they'll try and convert a little bit right here, Dave.
It will be Yarborough to kick it away.
And they do!
And he kicks it, didn't go 10 yards. You'll have to pick it up. Boy, that's a snafu there of the worst way. TCA's going to have the ball at the 42-yard line. Well, Stan, you kept calling it, and certainly they did it, and then, boy, it backfired on them there. This crowd is quiet now.
If you remember, Pat McAfee, when he used to kick for the Colts, one of his big plays was he on his own called for an onside kick. Didn't let anybody know. Kicked it, tried to style it just like that. Everybody else ran, and he just turned around and picked up the ball himself with his back to him. That's what they were trying to do there.
As I always say, these coaches have forgotten more about football than I know. But if I was a Riverside fan, I would be really disappointed in that play call by the coaching staff.
Well,
you got the momentum, Stan.
I'm not disappointed with the play call. I'm disappointed with the execution if I was a Riverside fan.
Here's Vales. Vales hands it off to Tompkins. Bang. He's hit. No gain at the 42-yard line. It's going to be second down and 10.
And now you've got Riverside with momentum, as you can hear. We missed a block there, and that was what caused the play here. Now come back with the same play, but run the option.
See what Michael, Nathan, Will, Chris, Thomas, along with Coach Bowling called here. Second down and 10. Here's Vales rolling. Vales throwing, incomplete.
Too high.
Over the outstretched arms that time.
And again, into the short side of the field.
Waller, the intended receiver. Big play here. They actually say a loss of a yard a moment ago. It's 3rd and 11. Well, the Lions have made big plays tonight, especially on 3rd down plays.
I would have gone with the option play to the wide side on that last one, but now it makes the play call a little bit simpler. You're more than likely going to see a throw here.
Vales with Tompkins in the pistol right behind him. 3 wideouts, top of your screen. Vales looks, Vales throws. Waller, yes.
Wide open.
Waller, 30. Waller, 25. Waller bump. Like a pinball down there. He's inside the 25, down to the 20-yard line. And what another great throw by Vales. And what a great pattern run by one Braden Waller. Look at this play.
42 down to the 11. So that's what, a 31-yard pickup.
I'm reluctant to say it. I'm knock on wood again. They have not been able to stop that play all night, that slant end pattern.
They have a little slant.
27-20, 5:30, and the crowd grows quiet again.
Oh, 160 on 4 receptions. 19.
Tompkins slips, falls, and still maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe got 2 yards to the 17. That's it. 2nd and 8.
Diamond, in this area, in this part of the country, a lot of trees around, you start to get a little dew on the grass in the late evening hours.
Well, we seen them slip a moment ago. Now TCA slips.
And we're seeing it.
Crowd, big crowd. We haven't talked about the TCA crowd over there.
Good size.
Many of them standing, 27-20. 5 minutes. It'll be under 5 in the third when this ball is snapped. TCA leads by 7. They've led by as many as 15. They've never trailed in the game. Bales, Cooper has the snap. Rose wants to throw. Throws. Caught! And it's Delk, I think. Is that Delk inside the 5?
Yeah.
It's Delk. Replay coming. How about Joshua Delk, the Delk family? And what another great throw by Vales.
And what was that, 10?
19 down to about the 2. So it's a 17-yard pickup. Well, it's a 17-yard line. That's a 15-yard pass.
That's his first reception tonight, Dave, isn't it? I believe so.
A great pattern on the down and out inside the 5, and Vales found him.
When we're rolling out, they can't cover. Somebody is open. They're trying to cover his man, and they can't do it.
Their flanks, passing, and running tonight have been suspect. 4:20 the clock running. Vales just letting that clock run a little bit, shortening the game a little bit. Play clock down under 10, down to 9. I like what TCA's doing here. They put a man in motion. They give it to Tompkins. That man in motion was a decoy, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, LT. Woo! 42-yard drive.
Man alive. Look, I mean, a hole so wide, Diamond Dave could have walked through it for the score.
I'm not so sure about that, but I might have got a yard.
I would have hobbled my way, swinging my cane the whole time. Clear me a path.
33-20, all-important PAT coming up. Moore, the snapper. The holder will be Atwood. The kicker is Willard. Willard up, and that kick is up, and this one splits the uprights. Bingo.
Now we're a
34-20.
Two-possession game here, and TCA leads. We're going to take a break. We're back after this on the BallGame Blitz.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Diamond Dave, Riverside had all the momentum in the world, and listen to how quiet the crowd is.
Yeah, they're really hush.
Punch,
short kick. That's going to bound around down there a little bit, be fielded by one of their up men.
Oh,
and
great
a great
tackle.
open field tackle. What a great tackle. Ladies and gentlemen, by guess who?
Hammering Hank Miller.
I know we've called his name a lot tonight, but he's been deserving of that.
But you know what he said? Break it down, hammer time.
Break it down. I bet Sis is watching tonight. Ball will be at the 32-yard line. I think she just had a birthday, I think she did.
You know, that needs to be on a T-shirt. Break it down.
Yeah, well,
it's
his mom's got that T-shirt over there. Says
you know who
hammer
gave her
time.
the idea?
You did. Well, the ball at the 32. First and 10 there now for Riverside. TCA leads the game.
You know, and I always told
34-20.
He should have made a T-shirt, that dude T-shirt.
Yeah, he should have, yep. Here is Wallace.
They're pulling a guard again.
With Wilkes. To his right, they put Mays in motion. Wallace rolls, throws it, and it's caught. Nice slant-in pattern this time by the Riverside receiver. That caught by Jack Couples, the backup quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back, the freshman. And a nice throw that time by Wallace, and it ups it now to about the 39. A pickup of 7. It's second and a short 3. Ball really at the 40. Second down and 2. I was hoping it was second down and 3. The drones are flying. The river's rolling. And we're broadcasting tonight from Riverside. Yeah. Here's the jet sweep this time and cutting it for the first down. 45-yard line. Still on his feet to midfield to the 45. And a nice run that time by Caleb Mays. They run the jet sweep. He was there for it, Stan. Brought him in motion.
18-yard run. Who was that again?
That was Mays, number 24. Caleb Mays, the junior.
We got out there in time, but he broke it in. We overplayed it a little bit. We came in too hard, overplayed it just a little bit, and they made the cut inside, and the defender went right by.
Well, there's no doubt. We haven't seen Thomas much at all lately. There's no doubt he's banged up.
If he wasn't, he would be in.
Yeah, they put Camper in motion. Wallace is going to roll that way, and he's going to put the ball on his hip and run. He's inside the 30 and will be knocked out or off his feet inside the 30. Nice decision that time by Stone Wallace, the quarterback. 2:50, clock stopped as they move the chains.
I've got him at 95 yards, and of course, I'm unofficial.
Mays in the game. Out will be Camper. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. The ball at the 27-yard line of TCA. Clock stopped.
Which favors Riverside.
Yep. 1st and 10. I guess he went out of bounds. I didn't think he did, but I guess he did. Now they run that sweep again. Now Wallace is going to play fake it, keep it. Got to be tackled from the backside. Nice tackle that time. And pulling him down with a nice from behind tackle was C.J. Lewis. Remember, Lewis made one of the big stops of the night earlier.
We covered the running back good, and the guy who covered the running back ended up coming back and making the tackle on the play. We should have had another linebacker up there to fill again, but first guy did his job on the play.
Pickup up seven, I should say. 2nd and 3. Mays in motion. They play fake it to him. Wallace over the middle. Picked off! It's picked off by the General. Lee has it. 25, 30, 35, 37-yard line, and the General has picked it off. And the Lions, Gramps and Granny, are going nuts back home in Jackson. 34-20, and boy, Wallace threw that right into his breadbasket. Look at this break. Oh, what a play.
Well,
Grandma, Granddad, you got to be excited for that. And ball at the 38-yard line, and Stan, the turnover couldn't come at a better time for TCA.
Diamond, didn't I say we have not turned the ball over tonight? We just got one. We've made stops on them.
You talked about that in the pregame.
Yep, punt.
Sure.
We've made them stop. We've got them a stop in each half and a turnover.
Boy, Wallace, if that had been a yo-yo, he'd have liked to have it back. 2:03 in the third, 34-20. TCA by 14 with the ball at 2:03 in the third. Here at Riverside tonight, trying to pull off the shocker of the state. Cooper Bales in the gun. They jump off sides, Riverside. The Lions have made a few mistakes, but Riverside, not typical of them, Stan, these kind of mistakes tonight.
Well,
and coming out after that mistake will be big number 51. I'd like to call him out, but he did. Josh Crawley, the junior, got too hasty.
TCA has done what nobody else except Collierville's been able to, and that's punch these guys in the mouth.
Yeah, we've been physical tonight. Not only our finesse game, but physical.
Oh, look
at Tompkins. He just runs over a linebacker. But he's a first down up to the 50.
No, he didn't run. He trucked him.
I mean, he did the punishing that time. And I'm telling you, TCA is physical as I've seen us in years.
Look at this trucking here.
152, look at that. He took him down just running the ball.
Trucking.
1st and 10, the ball at the 48. Cooper Bales, he'll let that clock, trying to shorten the game a little bit. The play clock to 24.
The chain gang a little slow.
Well, I like what Cooper's doing, too. He's got the clock right in front of him down to his right.
Yeah, they've got mobile clocks on either side of the field.
And he's just letting it run down. It's down to 12, down to 11, down to 10. Under 10, down at 9, changing the play. Coach Bowling over there. Coach Mancini, the gang. Here's the handoff, Tompkins again. Tompkins into Riverside territory.
Pick up
from the 48 to the 48.
Got 3?
Yep. Picked up 4, Stan. 2nd and 6.
Okay, I'll go with you.
I'm going with you home. You're driving. Will it be a nice drive home? We hope so. 34-20, a minute. The hour will seem like only a few minutes if we win this thing.
19 carries, 152 yards unofficially.
Season high, what, 175?
No, he was over 200.
200, second
game. Against Fayette, I think.
The first game at home he was. And now again, TCA draining the clock. Smart
Brilliant.
Football here.
Oh, you call it right, dog.
Down to, thank you, dog. Here is Bales dropping. Bales throwing. Woo. Almost picked off, boy. If he throws that thing a tad shorter, it's going to be picked off. Intended receiver was Williams.
Watch the replay. It was almost like a slow motion pass. and he was just like a big bear claw out there.
He's only thrown 2 bad balls all night, and that's one of them right there.
Oh, receiver slip. That's why.
That's why. That wasn't a bad ball then by Vales. Yep.
Grass is getting a little wet.
Wet. Third down and 7.
Much like in 2010, the water is coming on field.
Yeah. 3rd and 7 at the 48. 34 seconds in the third. TCA leading by 2 touchdowns. Vales rolls this way. They've got pressure on him, having to run, and throws it away. Nice play there. Just got rid of it.
Let's look at this play again. They're going to bring pressure up the gut. I wish I had a telestrator. They're coming right up the gut with it there. And you see it coming in there. He just comes breathing hard. Great job just getting rid of it. 2 receivers in the area within 10 yards of the ball. Good, smart play by Cooper Vales and not trying to force something.
That was a defensive stand of the night for Riverside. 4th and 7 from their own, or from the Riverside 48. 28 seconds.
And we're going to punt here.
We're going to punt it.
Clock stopped.
Yep, 28.2 after the incompletion.
That's right.
Here's the punt by, he's really been super tonight.
Oh, he's going to
Great
kill us.
punt. That thing's going to roll inside the 15, inside the 10. It's inside the 5, ladies and gentlemen, back in Jackson. It's at the 5. It's going to be first down for Riverside, deep in their own territory, with a little under 17 seconds left in the third. TCA leads the game 34-20.
Diamond, I strongly suggest you talk to Mr. Delk about your short game.
Yep.
And see how you can learn his foot wedge.
No doubt about it. I need it, although I'm not playing much anymore. So the ball's at the 6, actually. It's 1st and 10 there.
But if your son said, Pops, break out the clubs, I'm in town, you're there, dog.
Well, I've got the golf guru, no doubt about it. He played 7 holes the other day.
7?
Before it got dark. He was 3 under up in Nashville. The Ryder Cup's coming up. Coach P will be watching that along with yours truly, Mr. Spieth and the gang. 1st and 10 at the 6, their own 6. 94 yards away from scoring. Can the Lions hold them here with 17 seconds in the quarter? There's the run that time, and refusing to go down will be the Wilkes carried it and didn't get much. That's going to end the third quarter. We're going to go to the final 12. TCA leads by 14. Can we hold on? Don't dare go anywhere. Get you some milk and cookies and hang on. This is TCA football leading 34-20 at Riverside, trying to upset the second-ranked team in the state. Back after this 1-minute message on the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future. Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Diamond Dave, I want to tell the folks that missed this during the break, and there's a young man, a Riverside fan, who found some cash.
Junior high guy.
The junior high guy found some cash behind the concession stand. Well, didn't keep it, turned it in, and they just did a nice speech about the young man. Just shows the integrity. Levi Renthrow is the young man's name. Integrity is his middle name.
And they gave him a presentation. I know that Mom and Dad are happy about that. Well, it's 2nd down and 4 at the 12. After that Wilkes run. Wallace play fakes, wants to throw, and it's going to be sacked back there.
Take him to foot right because he just got sacked, Diamond.
Who got him?
We'll see again.
It's 57. I think it's going to be 57, and that's going to be, ladies and gentlemen,
that's
Joshua Vincent.
Joshua Vincent. I had talked to that young man. He's been playing. That's the kid, Diamond.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Didn't play at all last year, basketball, football. The most improved athlete on the Trinity Christian Academy campus.
That's back to the 7th.
Without question.
Back to the 7th, 3rd and 9. What a huge play that was. And TCA's had the propensity all night to make big plays offensively, defensively.
I told him to make a big play, and he did.
Wallace stands back inside his 5. Play fake, wants to throw.
Pressure.
Still looking. They get him again. He's going to be sacked again. Back inside the 5-yard line at the 3. And credit coverage in the secondary on that play. And pressure.
Paige Hayes, can there be a special at Food Right this weekend? As much as you can sack and you get it for like a discounted price?
Sabrina Davis says, big sack, Josh. Daniette Pitts. I always mess up her name. I'm sorry. Great sack. Clay Williams says, at the Mile and Huntington game streaming TCA Riverside, go Lions.
And Diamond.
Katie Simpson's tuned in. Alicia Gehring, our lovely buddy. John Coffey, Tommy Henderson. Brad Keltner says, finish strong. We're trying to do that, Brad.
Standing on the end line here.
TCA could come out of this with great field position. Waller stands at their 40. A line drive kick. Waller is going to field it on the 3rd hop. He's at the 40 to the 35, makes a guy miss, and then dances out of bounds literally. You'll see it on the replay. Ball inside the 35, and Stan capitalized here. Boy, it could be a nail, couldn't it? An early nail.
Diamond Dave, I said get away from the ball. He picks that ball up and gives us 10 extra yards. Not just what he got on the run back, but what it would continue to roll. A good 10 extra yards.
Very talented. Credit the TCA defense. Vincent got that first sack. 2 or 3 guys were there for the next sack. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10. The crowd a little anxious now and really quiet at the 33, 1st and 10 Lions at the Riverside 33. They lead the game 34-20. If you've missed it, you can rewatch it. You'll love it. Tompkins, thus far anyway. Tompkins scoots, plows, and moves his way to the 31, a pickup of maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. And Stan, you just want to run clock. You want to score here, but boy, you just want to take 3 or 4 minutes off this clock at least.
He stayed behind, bounced off, and got an extra 1.5 yards, 2 yards because he bounced off the back of his player who had a wall up there.
The 2nd-ranked team in the state. No one picked TCA to come here. Some people didn't even think it would be close.
Most people said it was going to be a mercy rule game by halftime.
2nd down and 8. Vales.
There's a horn again.
Falls on it. I'm not sure who's blowing that horn, but that needs to stop.
That is bogus.
I'm shocked that the officials have not done something about that tonight. Vales drops the ball back at the 37.
And that was during the middle of the play.
3rd down and now 8. No, excuse me, 3rd down and 13. The scoreboard says 16. It's more 14, Diamond Dave, or 15. Here's Vales and that gun again. Tompkins and the pistol.
Again!
Drops it again. And they're doing that horn, and now incomplete. They've got to stop the horn. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Can we complain about that?
If I'm surprised that one of the TCA coaches hasn't gone down and complained about that.
I'm going to look out the window and see if I can see who it is this time.
4th down now after the drop. And Vales, they're not sending out the punting unit. I got to punt it here, Stan, and pin them deep. They may try to draw them off sides. I'm not sure. 4th and about 15 or 14.
It's coming from our left.
4th and 14, the ball at the 37. Well, TCA's going to go for it apparently. Vales.
Again.
Throws. Here is the pass thrown behind Waller.
It's right in this area right
below
us.
the 30-yard line.
It's right down in that area here. Right down there. It's 3 times in a row that they've done it.
I'm shocked that the officials haven't called it.
And there's a guy with a horn right there in the Freedom shirt.
Well,
we hear the horns.
1st and 10 now, Riverside. They'll have it. Well, the top opportunity there that goes by the board with 9 minutes
this has
left.
got to stop.
37-yard line. 1st and 10, Riverside. 9 minutes left in the game in regulation. TCA leads the game 34-20. An opportunity there that might have gone by the board, obviously. Let's hope it doesn't hurt and cost. Here's Wallace on the quarterback keeper, 40, and finally brought down at about the 43. He's going to pick up almost 8 yards. It's going to be a little short of that, I think, maybe 7. Let's call it 2nd. And Vincent, again, having a game of his life. 2nd down and 4. Almost 5. A short 5, long 4. Take your pick. Got to get to the 48. And the ball's at the 43.5-yard line. Clock running, 8:30. The crowd getting anxious, saying, let's go, let's go. Wallace in that gun again. Mays in motion. They give it to Wilkes. Wilkes hit. Kobe Moore, great stop, short of the 1st down.
The big cheese rising to the occasion.
Going to be 3rd down at about 2. Clock running. It'll be under 8 minutes when this ball is snapped this time. They're not blowing the horn when they snap it. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Clock running under 8 minutes. The crowd watching the clock as much as they're watching the game right now. Mays in motion again. They play the jet sweep to him. No, they're going to pass it out here, and it's caught. And it's caught by Brantley. He's hit very quickly on a nice stop.
About a 6-yard gain, maybe?
By Cole Craddock, but a first down for Riverside. Ball at TCA's 49. They took this a moment ago at the 37. They're on 37 now after 18 yards. Clock stop with 7:48.
I'm not overly disappointed in this because it is eating clock, but if they score, you know we're going to see the onside kick.
Absolutely. Well, 1st and 10 to TCA 49. Wallace play fakes, throws it on the slant pattern, drop. Should have been caught. That just a flat drop.
Look at it. We come from behind though. And punched the ball out of his. He had the ball. We punched it out.
Matthew Wyatt. Did we? Okay. I thought he dropped it. 2nd down and 10. Clock arrested again. 7:43 mark.
We hacked on his back arm from behind.
Philip Robertson, our producer and director. Jay Cashin, our cameraman and executive producer and director tonight. Of course, behind the scenes with everyone is Paul Schulte. I'll see him tomorrow at Bethel. 1st, or make it 2nd and 10 from the TCA 49. Wallace stands back here, one leg and on, one off. They play fake it to Mays. Wallace is going to keep it again. He's their guy, and he'll plow his way across the 45, get a first down inside the 40. We'll be down at about the 37. Miller made the stop.
Again, they're getting chunks of yards, but it's burning clock.
Yes, it is. Well, Riverside's not number 2 in the state for nothing, folks. TCA came in here tonight averaging 40, yielding 27. We've given up 20. We scored 34, but it's not over. 7:15 clock running. 1st and 10 at the TCA 38. 11-yard pickup. Wallace again. Here is the throw. It's going to be caught, and caught this time by Bo Brantley at the 28. That's a pickup of about almost 10 yards. Let's see if they move the chains.
Better than I thought.
They give him 9. It's going to be 2nd and a short yard. 6:59. Clock stopped again as they. Why is the clock stopped? He caught the pass. Why is the clock stopped? Officials timeout, a measurement. That's why it stopped, Diamond Dave. Well, we're getting chippy like the crowd's been all night. We'll take a quick 30 when they move the chain. Well, let's just keep it here. See how, if it's going to be a first down or it will be 2nd and inches.
You know, the thing, we're getting back those horns, we've got coaches 4 feet away from this other side of the ball. All they got to do is say something on their headset.
Well, it happened a moment ago in Vales 3 consecutive times when he took the snap, and 2 of them he bobbled, and they blew the horn right when the snap was in the air.
Short.
Only sound system equipment for the spectator press box. Panther Nation appreciates you very much.
Talking about spectator press box, I'm not sure what that's about, but they need to talk to the spectator blowing the horn. 34-20, 6:59. Hospitality here has been great. The horn has not been.
No.
The hot dog was delicious. Philip tried to pay for it. Jay wouldn't let him, so thanks to both of those guys. Philip's going to be in my neighborhood tomorrow. I won't be there. I'll be up in Carroll County tomorrow with the Bethel broadcast. If you like to catch Bethel, they're 6 in the country, and you can watch the game Worthy Road Studios and 100.9 radio tomorrow. Airtime at 12:30. Craig Lund and I will be there. 1 o'clock kickoff.
My buddy.
Bethel leads the country in scoring, 63 points a game. Mays, they give it to him on the jet sweep this time. No, Wallace keeps it again. He fooled me. He's going to score. No, he tripped up. Whoa, why? That a trip up that time, or he scores. I think it was CJ. No, it's Miller that got a hand on him, or he scores. We're standing there knocking on the door. 1st and 10.
Scoring update mid-state. Into the 3rd quarter, Middle Tennessee Christian leads Friendship 9-0.
Low scoring game there.
That game is a throwdown.
1st and goal at the 10. And here's Wallace this time. Nothing much there at all. As the Lions close the door on him, we'll watch the replay and see who got him. Craddock got him and others. A pickup of 2 to the 8. Second and goal from the 8. The clock so precious. Under 6 now when they snap it. Play clock at 28. Riverside is going to try to snap it quickly, though. Wallace in that gun again. Has a receiver, or excuse me, a running back. Wilkes to his right. They bring Mays this time, and they give it to Mays. Mays is going to go in untouched. He dives in when there was no need to. There go the strobe lights. And at 5:46, Riverside, not that we're ever out of it, right back in it. 34-26. And the all-important PAT, or two-point conversion, is forthcoming.
Boy.
They're going to go for 2, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, how big is this?
Huge.
34-26. And Stan, they went to the well so many times with Wallace carrying it. We were watching him, and Mays on the jet sweep took it in.
Diamond, the man jumps into the air, is tackled. He could have fumbled that ball in that loop, diving over the top.
There was no need to really jump, to be honest with you.
Actually, technically it's illegal.
Yeah, timeout TCA. We'll take one with them. 5:46 left in the game. 34-26. The Lions want to talk about the upcoming two-point conversion attempt by Riverside. And we're going to talk about it, too, when we come back on Worthy Road Studios at 30.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we've had an issue with one of the fans saying that it shouldn't affect people if you're disciplined. Well, sir, in all due respect, it's against TSAA rules. You cannot do it, and you shouldn't do it. 34-26. Blow a horn when someone's trying to snap the ball.
Because I'm sure if it happened with one of our fans across the way, Coach Frosty would be all over it.
I respect the man's opinion, but, sir, you're wrong. And now we've got a little skirmish going between fans here on the message board.
It's okay.
And that's okay. That's fine. 34-26.
Just keep it clean. We're good.
Thanks for watching. Here is Wallace. Clock stopped at 5:46. 34-26. Now some confusion of what they want to play here or call. Under 10 on the shot on the play clock.
5.
Wallace is going to keep it. He's going to dance in untouched. 34-28. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 6-point ball game. 5:46. Well, the message is clear. Riverside's not quitting. You would expect them to, and the Lions need to make sure that they protect this football, grind out some first downs, and hopefully even score. 5:46 in the game. Stay with us at 30 on the TCA Football Network.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless. Well, Diamond Dave, 5:46 to go. As you fans can see at home, it's 34-28. TCA's lead is 6. We all know the onside kick is coming. There is no doubt about it. I don't think they're going to try to kick it like they did that last time and try and sneak one. They're going to come with a straight-on onside kick here and try and bounce it off of one of our people. They got to cross the 50. Our guys are back at the 45. I don't know, Diamond.
He snuffed one a moment ago for 2 yards. By the way, Christy Timms on the way to Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide. They're playing Ole Miss tomorrow down there. Coach Kiffin and Coach Saban. And Stan, let's see what they call here. 5:46. The Lions have the good hands people up front.
I would bring that second line up more.
Tompkins at the 35. Waller's over there as well. Delk's in there. And here is Yarborough's attempt. Here he goes, and he's going to kick it away. And it's going to be gathered in at about the 28. To the 30, to the 35, and hit hard. And knocked down there is Waller. Waller jumps right back up. He's a tough cookie. So 34-28. The Lions led by as many as 15. It's down to 6 with 5:41, and they have the ball at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
He breaks those two players there, Diamond. He's gone.
I'm shocked that they kicked the ball to him, to be honest with you.
I am too.
34-28. So, Mays scored on the jet sweep. Wallace went in for 2. And at 5:41, here we go at the 36.
Don't change your offense now.
Yep.
Don't get conservative now.
Cooper Vales. Play clock's down to 2, down to 1. He's got to snap it. He barely, I don't think he got it off in time. He did not. Well,
the NFL, they would have given him that, but we're not in the NFL.
Yeah, I looked down, it was at 3, and he was clapping his hands, but we didn't snap it in time, and Cooper and the Lions, for one of the few times tonight, get caught, delay of game. Move it back to the 31. It remains first down. Only took 2 seconds off the clock as well. 34-28 with 5:39 left in the game. TCA clinging now to a 6-point lead. First and 15, they're on 31. The Koopmeister back there has it, gives it Tompkins. Tompkins hit hard and nailed as he gets to about the 34. Pickup of only 3. Now we've got something going on after every play now. And Riverside's kids jump up and the crowd jumps up with them. I mean, they're on at the rest, but it's been both ways, folks. Come on. 34-28. Play clock at 25. Under 5 when Cooper Vales has his snap. 34-28. Boy, Stan, you want to convert a first down here. You can't give it back to them. They've got all the momentum in the world right now.
We need 1, maybe 2 first downs.
Yep.
Got to move here.
Play clock at 8, down to 7, down to 6. Vales has it. Drops back, looks. Flush out of the pocket. Going to run it. He's going to try to get a block. He's going to turn it 35 and down. And now hit late.
Late hit. Yeah.
Proper call. Yes. And now the crowd going berserk, and they should not. That was a late hit if you ever saw one at the 40. And Stan, watch it on replay here. That's a selfish play.
He'd already given up on the play.
Yeah, that's a selfish play by that young man there, and it's going to cost his team.
Oh, that was not good. I can guarantee you this. And I like Coach Frost. I haven't gotten to talk to him several years. I guarantee Frosty don't put up is not like that particular type of play.
Well, Brad Keltner says, what's the timeout situation for both teams? We'll double check. At the 45-yard line of Riverside, how big will that play come back to be in this game? Boy, Vales made a great decision there, just keeping it, trying to get something out of it. What he wound up getting was a few positive yards and a penalty, a 15-yarder.
Let's try a 20-plus yard play.
Tompkins will run it. Yes.
Looky!
Breaks another tackle. 40, 35, 30. The guy's a beast. Down to the 28-yard line, LT.
Now,
first and 10.
Look at this
TCA.
replay here. Look at this replay here. Look at the replay here. He's carrying it.
Look at the blocks. Look at the blocks.
Look, he's one-handed. Now, he knows he's going to get hit. He knows he's going to get hit. Protect that football like it's gold there,
baby.
No
doubt about it. First and 10, Lions at the 28 of Riverside.
What do you think that was, 16 yards?
That was, the ball was snapped from the 45, and it gets down to the 29.
15, 17 yards.
28 yards. Yeah, 17 yards, 28-yard line. Clock running for 17.
176 unofficially.
We'll give it our coaching staff and see how many timeouts are left.
It's on the board there. We've got...
Here's Vales out here to Williams. Williams trying to get a block.
Oh, my God.
He is going to be inside the 25-yard line down to 25. The crowd here wanted to call a holding call on Atwood, and I'll be honest with you, I thought he did grab him by the shoulder pads.
I'm looking. Look at the
Watch
hit.
this. That could very well be called holding.
I get it.
That should have been called holding.
Okay, I thought it was going to be targeting a
We'll
little
take
bit.
it, though.
I thought it was going to be targeting, but I take that back. He hit him in the shoulder pads.
24-yard line, the clock running. Again, 20 seconds on the play clock. The crowd's going to leave here, especially if Riverside loses. They're not going to be happy with the officials at all. 24-yard line.
There's the horns.
There's the horn again. Here's Vales rolling. Vales wanting to throw. Vales going to have to unload it probably and just throw it, and it's caught by Waller. And it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 yards.
Well, if they give him forward progress.
He's going to lose about 3 yards. Been better almost if he dropped it.
Diamond, he caught the ball and was tackled simultaneously. Other side of the peg. He should get forward progress.
You know what he did? He stayed in bounds is the main thing. The clock keeps running. Now they stop the clock as the officials talk it over. I think they're deciding whether he caught the ball or not. I thought he did. He caught the ball for a loss of about 4 yards. Well,
Diamond.
nail biting time at Riverside. Beautiful moon, half moon up there.
I had the
You gotta love fall.
I had the best middle school game you could ever hope to see last night on West Tennessee Sports. And I'm 3 minutes and 28 seconds away from the best high school game I could ever see the very next night. My favorite partner, Diamond
The official
Dave.
tells us illegal receiver downfield.
I
TCA.
can see that. I can see that. Remember, he was scrambling around enough.
Yeah.
That's okay.
3:28 left. That moves the ball back to the 34.
Just more room to run routes.
Second down now at about 16.
Still need another first down, Dave.
Yep, we do. A first down might do it. Bales. And now timeout Riverside. The Panthers need one. We'll take one. 3:28. Here's your scenario. 34-28. TC's lead only 6, but they have the ball on a 2nd and 16 from the 34-yard line of Riverside. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Look at Frosty.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you. Foundation Bank is a division of McKinsey Banking Company, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Diamond Dave, during the entire timeout, the Riverside coach has been discussing things with the 2 different officials for the entire timeout.
Talked to line judge first, then he went out to the referee. You're thinking maybe he's pleading for a call down the road. 2nd and 16.
That's what I said off mic. I'm afraid of what that could lead to.
3:28. Boy, if TCA can convert, it might put this thing away.
Name a high school girls basketball coach we know that would do that a lot.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone. 2 receivers here the near side. Slot left, receiver far side right. Clock at 3:28. It will be starting when the ball is snapped. Cooper Bales with LT and the pistol behind him. Bales drops. Bales throws. Bales tries to go down to Waller. Incomplete.
Oh, man.
Waller had to come back and play defender that time.
Yeah.
2 defenders on
Flag
him.
back
and
at
a
the
flag
40.
back at the 40.
It's either holding or roughing the passer. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either. It's probably holding the way TCA's reacting. 3:22 left. Let's see if they refuse the penalty.
Let's see here.
Or they'll move TCA back. Holding, TCA declined. Yep. Well, it's 3rd and long, so they think, okay.
So 4th down.
We'll take the clock. We'll take the seconds. Leave them on the clock.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the ball remains at the 34. Third, is it 4th down? I thought it was 3rd.
4th.
Yeah, lost it down a moment ago. 4th and 16. Well, this is going to be big here, no doubt about it. The Lions have never trailed in the game. 3:22 left.
4th and 16, and we're going for it inside the Riverside 35 at the 34.
Cooper Bales. The crowd chanting defense. Here's Coop. Back. They throw the screen. Patterson Patterson underneath to Waller. Waller, too many defenders. Maybe got a yard after all of that. At the 33, it's going to be 1st and 10 Riverside at their own 33 and a huge stop for Riverside. A score would tie the game. A PAT or a 2-point conversion would win it. 34-28, 3:14. The crowd's hyped up. And well, they should be. Wallace will send doubles far side. 1 receiver here to the near side. Watch for Wallace to carry this thing himself.
Yeah.
Wallace, Wilkes to his right. They put Mays in motion. They give it to Mays. Mays runs that sweep again. Lions have it well defended. And now he's hit the 40 and knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
This player right here at the 35 was holding number 6 the whole time.
12-yard pickup. Make it actually to the 43. Yep, looked like it. So a pickup of 10. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. Riverside at their own 43-yard line. Clock stopped at 3:06 as he went out of bounds.
Well, either we're going to make a defensive stand. We got to do it somewhere here.
Yep, sure do. Or come up with another turnover. Remember the big interception by Lee earlier.
I don't think they're throwing the ball.
I don't think they are either. Mays, play fake it to him. Wallace keeps
holding
it.
On 55.
Wallace at the 45 up to about the 48. Tackled by Jones and others. Harris advancing the game. And the ball now is at the 48. It's going to be now 2:45, the clock running. 34-28. TCA trying to hold on and win the game and upset the second-ranked team in the state. They led by as many as 15. Here is the handoff this time to Mays. He's got big running room, 40, 35, outside 30, 30, 25, 20. He's going to go in. Mays runs it in from 51 yards out. He ties the game at 34. Unbelievable, 34-34. Their defense has stepped up twice in this quarter, and the offense pays dividends as they tie the game at 44, or make it 34-34. Rod Parker thought he saw a hole as well. Well, here's the all-important two-point conversion. Now they bring in Yarborough to attempt the PAT. Tied at 34. He's missed 2 tonight. 2:25 left. Well, the holder is Wilkes. 34 all, 2:25 left in the game. And now timeout. And
timeout
Panthers call it. We're going to keep it here, Stan.
Yeah. Well, they're going to think about going for 2 here, Dave. And if they do, it's because they have no confidence in their kicker. In this situation, says every analytics says go for 1 right here because a 2-point still gives a field goal to win. Yep. So the point is moot. So it's a 1. If they go for 2, it's because they don't have the confidence in their young man.
TCA led the game 34-20. They led 27-15 at one time, 21-12 at halftime. But Riverside's turned it on here in this fourth quarter, proving why they're second ranked in the state. Well, they do not bring Wilkes out this time. Or do they? Yes, or excuse me, Yarborough. They do bring Yarborough in to attempt the PAT. Wilkes will be the holder. A chance for Riverside to take their first lead of the night. 2:25 left in the game in regulation. Snap forthcoming. And TCA just jumped.
Now you go for 2. From a yard and a half. Well, I don't know. It's still the same principle, Dave. It's still the same principle.
Yep.
You go for 2. You go for 1.
They bring in Wallace. They're going for the 2. So Riverside on homecoming have had more of a test than I think most people here thought. And it's not over, but the Lions trying to hang on to dear life here. Tied at 34.
Well, I can say I don't know of another state that's got a bigger home field advantage.
Well, Wallace, he'll run it, Stan. I just got to believe he'll run it. He'll play fake it. Don't go for the jet sweep. Well, they don't have anyone to even run the jet sweep. Don't go for Wilkes. Concentrate on Wallace and make him beat you. And now TCA is going to call the timeout. Timeout Lions. Coach Bowling out there says, give me the TO. 2:25 left. Riverside and TCA now tied. First time tonight, 34 all. They'll go for 2 when we come back, a 30 on the TCA Football Network.
Somebody made a good point.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Custom Pool's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive in Jackson for full details and see available styles in person.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Here we go, folks. They go for two, Riverside. We're tied at 34. Stella Vaughn says hold them. Ben Hall III's watching. Audra Teague is watching. 34 all. We're tied. 2:25. Wallace going to keep it, and he handed it off. Everyone thought he had it, and he hands it off to Wilkes, and Wilkes goes in, and Riverside leads for the first time tonight, 36-34. Well, I thought Wallace would keep it. I think the Lions in as well. And Riverside leads the game 36-34. Not over yet.
It was a smart defensive play based on what he's done in this second half and specifically in the fourth quarter. But the good thing is we've got 2:25 to go in this ball game. And it's 36-34. Panthers with the lead. But TCA is going to have the ball. They will have one timeout to go in this ball game, and they will have, we're going to probably see that little punch kick, but watch out for the onside again. But
no, they'll kick it away here, Stan. They've got to. Yeah, they have to, I think. 36-34. The Lions led 34-20. Two big defensive stops in this quarter by the Panther defense, and Wallace and company have taken advantage of it. And remember, Stan, when we had it one time at the 37-yard line and came up dry on the drive? That really hurt. Well, kids have really played hard and with great heart and great focus tonight. And it really, for the most part, outplayed Riverside all night. But Riverside, they're number 2 in the state, and this is why. The Lions, though, nothing to hang their helmets on right now. Matter of fact, keep those helmets up, a chance to still win the game.
I don't hear no fat lady yet.
No, here's the short kick. Going to be gathered in, and that's going to be down there, Nick Jones. Jones, far side right. He's got a wall. He's at the 35 to the 40. To the 45, just short of the 45. Out of bounds at about the 42 or 3-yard line. Good return of about 35 yards.
Yeah, big thing. Boy, he runs a long way, though, Diamond, for that nice gain.
They mark him out at the 39, I think. 2:16 left in the game. Boy, TCA's played so well tonight. As much of a heart as I've ever seen anyone play.
Yeah.
Against a foe that you're huge underdogs. Most people thought this would be a blowout. The Lions still a chance to win it. 36-34, first and 10, 39-yard line, 2:16 left in the game. Mark it down, Diamond Dave. Here's Cooper Bales. Coop, low snap, but he comes up with it, throws out there, it's caught. And out of bounds quickly is Waller.
6 yards on the reception.
I don't think they're going to give him quite that. They're going to give him a good 4, almost 5. Let's call it second and a short 6. Clock stopped at 2:11. Take what the defense would give you. Who's going to be the hero for our Lions? Cooper Bales, who's played brilliantly tonight. Gives it to Tompkins. Tompkins hit and stopped. Stan, one of the things they've done well here in this second half, especially the fourth quarter, is stop our run game.
They have done that. Now, I'm looking at what I see here.
Here's the replay. Just nothing there. Offensive line's played well. Third down now and a good 6. 1:45. The clock running. TCA down by 2. It's been a doozy of a game. Dylan Thomas, Mandy Graves, they're all watching tonight. We're watching as well, hoping for a big comeback. Bales drops in the pocket, throws, incomplete. He was hit right when he unloaded. And Waller, the intended receiver, and here's your game. 4th and 6 at the 43 with 1:29 left in the game. What a courageous effort by both teams tonight. And now it comes down to this. Can TCA pull off some magic? 4th and 6 from their own 43.
I'm scanning the field, see where I want to run.
Who's going to step up and make the big play? The flag's waving over there on the behind the banner that says respect.
Give me Caleb Williams.
Well,
give me Caleb Williams.
1:29, and now timeout Riverside. We'll take a short one as well, just a 30. 36-34, Riverside by 2. TCA 4th and 6 from their own 43 with 1:29 left. Don't dare go anywhere. Stay with us.
McCoy's Heating and Air specializes in more than just HVAC services. Our service department has expert plumbers to handle a wide variety of plumbing issues. Do you have a dripping faucet, broken toilet, or broken water heater? Whatever the issue may be, contact McCoy's today for quick service. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Well, Diamond Dave, a minute 29 to go in this game, but the stat that matters most of all right now is 4th and 6.
Got to extend the game.
I can think of a game in 2006 up in Lake County, exact same situation, exact same spot on the field.
4th and 6, 43-yard line.
Williams.
Cooper Bales gives it to Tompkins. They go with the reverse. They come back here to Waller. Waller, 40. Waller, not going to get there. He's hit hard
he's
at
close.
midfield.
He's close.
He's close. He may have it.
He's close.
The boy's second effort may give it to him.
Spot.
Let's wait and see.
Spot.
Williams is saying he got to midfield. The official says
see
we're going to mark it.
Look
If they mark it where he put it down, it's going to be right at it. I'm not sure.
It's dead on it.
They're going to bring the chains in.
Well,
across the way. And Stan, Caleb Williams is right down there. I've got a good look at it right now, and boy, it's too close to call here.
Frosty is right in the middle of it. I can't see it.
He's worked them all night, hasn't he?
He is. Now he's still working the official. He's still working the official.
Tough place to play. They're great fans here, and they're a great program. They bring in the chains. Here's the all-important stretch of the chains at Riverside. Let's wait and see.
We're blind here.
The crowd will tell us.
First down,
Lions. Oh, what a play by Waller on the reverse. Well, it's still open there for him. 1:20. And Stan, I didn't think he's going to get there, but boy, second effort and triple effort gave it to him, didn't it?
My, oh my.
Blake Butler's doing it. Blake, you've been on a lot of these on both sides. Don Patterson says yes, and so does Leslie Bibb. Eli Parker said, let's go.
51 yards, $120.
51 yards to win the game. 80 seconds left. Tompkins in that pistol behind Cooper Vale.
And Panthers are out of timeouts.
36-34. Lions down by 2. Hand off Tompkins. No, Bales is going to keep it. Bales 50. Gets the block.
Block.
Great block, and he's knocked out of bounds. Boy, he's knocked here in the bench. A good 3 or 4 yards out of bounds.
Diamond, it's more than that. It's 5-6 yards out of bounds.
Great decision by Vales, and then a great move to get out of bounds. And it's going to be now at the Riverside 43. 2nd and 6. Make it 2nd and 3, Diamond Dave.
Well, in fairness, he did hit him inbounds.
When is it going to be Waller time? 2nd and 3 at the 44. 64 seconds left of the game. TCA down by 2, 36-34. Tompkins, running room, 40. They expected the pass. They got the run. He's inside the 40 to the 38. They'll stop the clock as they move the chains down to 56 seconds. The ball at the 37-yard line of Riverside.
Chains need to move.
1st and 10.
Chains
Here's
are not
Vale.
moving quick
Vale
enough.
throws it out here. Incomplete.
Hey.
Good defense that time by Matthew Wyatt, who came in there and knocked it away from the intended receiver, Atwood.
Chains got to do a better job of stepping up their play
The good
here.
news is, despite the incompletion, it stops the clock.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 at the 38. 48 seconds left in the game. TCA led by 34-20. Right now they're down by 2 with 48 seconds left in the game.
And they're still playing single coverage all the way around, Dave.
Tompkins back there in that backfield behind Bales. Triples far side right. Williams the only receiver here to the near side. Bales looks, throws on the fly pattern downfield, and it is incomplete.
Well out of bounds, not a chance for a completion. Nice job by the Panther defender there. He just kind of forced Caleb out of bounds there, but boy, if he could turn that play back in.
I like the call, though. You've got the other side of the field flooded with receivers. You try to sneak them one by here to Williams.
I come back that way again, although I break my pattern inside this time.
Dexter's watching the game.
Now they're double teaming down here now.
36-34.
They're reading my mind.
Here's Bales, low snap, comes up with it.
Nice defensive play by 55.
Try to go for the screen pass. And a great defensive play. That's the second play he's made in this quarter. 55, Ty Hernandez. Second great defensive play he's made. Well, it comes down to a 4th down again. 4th and almost 11. Or make it 4th and 10. The ball at the 38-yard line.
Remember, Dave, you don't have to get the home run.
We need 10 yards.
You need 10. No pattern should be run under 12 yards. Every pattern 12 and above, but you don't need the home run. 39
seconds on the clock, but right now the big thing is 4th and 10. Bales with Tompkins back there behind him. Stays in the block for him. Bales Rose being pressured. Throws. Picked off. They tried to go to Waller. Had 3 people on him. And Riverside's going to win the game. 36-34. And now what do we have? We have TCA saying there's a flag on the play. I didn't see it.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the
Bowles
play.
Is,
I didn't see
Bowling
it.
is clapping, so it's got to be against. It's got to be against Riverside.
That's going to be pass interference, I would think, then.
And that's 10 yards, and that's 1st down.
I did not see that. We apologize. Only when TCA's players started saying clapping their hands did we notice it. They'll mark it off 10 yards. It's going to go to the wire, folks. 30.2 in the game, and that's going to be a 1st down to the 28-yard line of Riverside.
Look where the marker is, though. It's behind the 1st down thing.
It really is. It's about a yard behind.
But the stepping off is enough.
23-yard line, just short of the 23. 1st and 10 Lions. Well, Riverside, I thought they're going to win it, but we
still
get the flag.
have a timeout, too.
Waller, far side right. Delk in the slot. 2 receivers here, Atwood and Williams to the near side, short side of the field. Here's the handoff, Lakai. Lakai bounces off a couple people.
Now use your timeout.
Down to 20, now use the timeout. 26 seconds, clock still running, 25. Down to 23, down to 22. It's going to be 2nd and 9, down to 19. And Bales is just going to have to down the ball. Well, after all of that, we're going to keep it here. 15.5. Got a couple of cracks at it now, Stan, and that's it.
Well, 15 seconds. You're going to get at max.
What a game.
2 plays off of this.
Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7, actually. Scoreboard's been off all night. It's a long 7, if anything, but they fudged a few times on it. 15.5. Tompkins in the pistol behind Bales. Bales rolls right.
Got a man open.
It's dealt. He's going to be caught, and he slides down and is stopped right there.
Okay, he got about
down to 7 seconds, down to 6, and a timeout, and we have 1 crack at it. Down to 6 seconds, 5.9 to be exact, and it's going to be 4th and about 6 yards. But Stan, the big factor here is 4th and 5. Big factor is you don't even think about that. You got to go in the end zone now.
Yeah. Well, you have some guys. You run some routes into the end zone, but you have somebody underneath because they're going to be in the end zone. They might give up something short to defend that goal line. But
no, they're bringing in Willard to attempt the field goal.
Oh God, this will be huge.
This is a 35-yard attempt by Willard. He's got the leg.
Hash mark right.
Willard from 35 yards to attempt the field goal to win the game.
Riverside does not have a timeout.
The holder is Atwood. The snapper is Moore. Willard's got the leg. Can he have the accuracy? 35-yard field goal by Willard to win the game. 5.9 seconds, and the crowd gets hushed all of a sudden.
Oh, you aren't kidding.
Here we go, folks. To win the game is Willard. Snap is back. Ball is down. Kick is up. That kick has
long enough. It's long enough.
No. Came up a little short over here to the left. Gave it a good effort, but couldn't come up with it. And Riverside has won the game 36-34. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back. Post-game analysis, scoring recap, and stats. Unhappy final, I should say. Riverside wins it 36-34 with a big fourth quarter comeback. Stay with us on the TCA.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Lucky.
We're back. 36-34, the unhappy final here. And so many comments coming into a stand about what a great game that TCA played and how proud they are, and certainly, well, not into moral victories, but TCA's legacy and proud tradition. But I will tell you this, it was a heck of a ball game by both teams. TCA led 7-0, 7-6. They led 21-6, 27-12 was the biggest lead, 34-20, and it looked like it might be in TCA's night to come pull off one of the biggest upsets in state history. But the bottom line is, credit the defense of Riverside. They made 2 huge stops when they had to, and then their offense converted both times after that, and they win the ball game 36-34. Riverside's a great team, but Stan, I'll tell you what, Coach Bowling and his staff already know at the heart of this team. Yeah. If there was any doubts how good TCA can be and will be down the road, I think this is going to shake a lot of heads and say, uh-oh, we better watch out for TCA the rest of the year.
Yeah, and it's bottom line is TCA gave a great effort tonight, came up a little bit short, and that's okay. We came into one of, if not the most hostile environments in all of West Tennessee to play high school football. We've seen that with some of the things that we heard and going on, but we came and we gave it our best, and it was just a couple of points shy tonight.
No doubt about it. We'll give you a scoring recap. I think you have some stats as well. We have a few scores around the area. It will not be a long post game, but we're not going to get out here anytime soon where we park, by the way. But bottom line is TCA led the game 7-0, a 44-yard drive. That's after TCA had kicked off and stopped them on a 4th down play. TCA went 44 yards. It was LT with the 1-yard run. PAT by Willard made it 7-0. Meanwhile, we go back then to 3:54. That's the 8:28 mark of the first. At 3:54, Thomas a 1-yard run, 67-yard drive. PAT by Yarborough didn't come close. 7-6 at the end of one. 71-yard drive. Bales then to Waller on a 1-yard pass. PAT by Willard made it 14-6. Then the Lions took a lead in the second quarter, upped it to 8:45 of the quarter. 65-yard drive, which was actually after some penalties, capped off by an 84-yard Bales to Waller pass. Willard the PAT, TCA looked in pretty good shape, leading 21-6. And then at the 6:25 mark, it was their great quarterback Wallace, a 25-yard run. Their 35-yard PAT was no good after some penalties. We were at 21-12 at the break. TCA did exactly what you would want them to do to open up the third quarter. 60-yard run by Tompkins, and it made it 27-12 after the PAT by Willard. Then it was 27-18 as Wallace scores again on a run. 69-yard drive. It's actually Wilkes that scored, made it 27-20. TCA came right back. 42-yard drive, 2-yard run by LT, made it 34-20 after the Willard PAT. That would be the last time TCA would score tonight. Then coming at the 5:41 mark, It was Mays on a jet sweep, made it 34-26. PAT the 2-point conversion made it 34-28. And then a 56-yard drive. Mays, another run, 34-34. And then Wilkes goes in for the 2-point conversion after play fake by Wallace. And that's your unhappy final, 36-34. Riverside, they move now, Stan. They're a pretty good football team, no doubt about it. They move to 5-1. TCA falls to 3-2, and we'll go to Harding Academy next week.
Let's take a look at some scores from around West Tennessee. Lake County over Humboldt, 58-24. It was Hardin County over Pure Academy. 21-14. Dyer County over Crockett County, 19-13. Westview edges Ripley, 21-14. Henry County over Northeast, 52-14. Dyersburg struggles tonight in Jackson. It's Northside, 21-13. USJ 40-7 over St. George's. Adamsville knocks off JCM 28-6. Lexington defeats Southside 35-14. MASE destroys Peabody 42-7.
Oh my goodness.
At Peabody. Huntington takes the Bulldogs to the woodshed 32-14. Fayette Academy over Halls 63-7. McKenzie over Brewston 63-0. South Fulton gets the big win over Gleason 54-14. Waverly over Hickman 28-14. JCM 41, Rosemark 0. Dresden 28-14 over Obion Central. Union City over Greenfield 42-9. Haywood over Maplewood 42-0. Munford over Kingsbury 71-0. And that's a look at your scores from West Tennessee, Diamond Dave.
All right, Stan, I think you have a couple of stats, and we're going to get out of here, I think.
A couple of stats. Yeah, we'll give you a couple of stats here. For TCA, Waller, another standout ball game. Unofficially over 160 yards. Unofficially, Tompkins over 175 tonight for the Lions.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Our special thanks tonight to Jay Cashin, our cameraman and executive producer and director. Philip Robertson did a great job directing our broadcast tonight. And for all you folks that tuned in and all you folks that follow TCA from week to week, we invite you to join us next week from Harding Academy, 6:30 airtime, and 7 o'clock will be your kick. The unhappy final here, 36-34, as the Lions play their hearts out and just come up, ran out of time is what I'd like to say tonight more than anything else. And had it within their grasp, but just couldn't close it out, and credit Riverside for that. Until next week, God bless you. Have a great weekend. For Philip, for Jay, for Paul Schulte, and for Stan Gerard, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. God bless you, everybody. And from Riverside, good night.